Hello, and welcome back to Crit Happens Plays Echoes of the Past. As a recap of last session, Darren's going to tell us what happened.
Oh, don't do this to me. I have such a bad memory.
I love it.
Well, Gob turned up. So we went into the smuggler's hole and we found ourselves in an alleyway and Captain Xandar was being accosted. And all of a sudden, a raging goblin shifting thing, blood hunter, came and helped us out in the fight and then decided to stick around. Then there was an invisible episode where we found our way into a tavern and Gob caused a load more shenanigans, and then my memory goes dark.
Well, and then we entered a tavern, invisible, caused some shenanigans, and you spoke to a strange tavern bar lady who just appeared to have walked out the tavern after speaking with you. And then you realised that it wasn't actually the real bar lady. You're not quite sure who it was, or what they were about, or why they were going into deep conversations. You are currently in the Watery Pint, which is a tavern in the centre of the main sort of legislative district of Waterdeep. The tavern overlooks the large council building within Waterdeep. As you entered the tavern under your guise of invisibility, you notice many of the town's guardsmen who were on the lookout for you four individuals that you've seen via wanted posters, but they weren't specifically hunting you. They were gathering high-ranking officials, high nobility figures, and lots of wizards and mages into the council building itself. You agreed to meet Elgondo, the Magnificent, from this morning, that you met at the Beachside Hotel and Resort, and Juliet also has walked into the tavern. The scene is yours. What would you like to do, adventurers?
Gob is well, do you mind if I roll to see how drunk I am? Because I am swigging on this bottle.
Yeah, let's do a D100. Let's do a D100 roll for it.
A D100?
Yeah, makes it a bit different, doesn't it? You are 61% drunk.
61. I was going to say I'm by 61% drunk. Cool. So he's like, and as he's kind of sit there, you kind of like every now and again you just hear him mumble random words that just make no sense, like, and he's just kind of like looking around at you guys. So, where are we going? What are we doing?
And as a reminder, the night is now setting in. You can see sort of outside that the sun has set. It's just sort of glowing these tiny little sort of god rays towards the tavern window. But you get the sense that in about 20 minutes or so, it will be fully darkness.
And am I right in thinking that we're waiting for Elgondo to finish in the meeting?
No, I think we're meeting Elgondo here, and then he's taking us to the meeting.
Elgondo agreed to meet you here. Yes.
What time the meeting was? Did Juliet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kate, what was that?
What time was the meeting? Like, we knew we were going to meet Elgondo in like a couple of hours, but did we know when
You weren't sure of the exact time, but you were ensured that there was many talks throughout the day happening within this council building. When you checked out the tavern lady that was very mysterious and went, it appeared as though the congregation of wizards and sorcerers that were being sort of accosted outside of the council building have now started making their way in. So you get the sense that some form of collaboration is happening imminently.
Okay.
That was a lot of big words for me. Sort of impressed myself with that. Did you like that?
What's his grade, Vic?
6.
I don't know what that means. I think that's good.
Well, that's pretty good.
I think it's excellent.
That's like a B or an A, I think, equivalent.
It's the biggest.
I think it's better than your predicted grades.
I was going to say, thank you for translating it to old people speak, Adam. That's we use the letters.
Yeah, I was on the crease between them.
Don't say that, because that was the first year that I taught.
You spend much time in the crease?
Continuous crease. Well, on that note, I think Julia.
There's one thing I'd like to do.
Oh, go on, go.
Before we...
So you...
Shut the hell up, Kate.
he'll just like go into a few pouches on his belt and like pull out a few kind of empty vials and things like that, and basically pulls out his alchemist supplies. And he's just gonna take the rinstone and the alcohol and just start mashing the grindstone even finer as much as he can, and then kind of try and mix that with the alcohol and kind of shake it up in a vial. Okay. Just because he can.
It's quite
it's do it in front of everyone.
It's quite interesting, actually.
Not a highly illegal substance.
You mentioned that,
he doesn't know that.
You mentioned that you wanted to sort of almost crush it into a fine powder. Yeah.
Finer, yeah.
Yeah, finer. So what tool in your alchemist supplies would you use in order to do that?
My pestle and mortar.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your pestle and mortar seems to have gone missing. You might find that there might be one in this tavern. You don't know.
I find in that case he'll quickly pack all his stuff up and he'll kind of like just try and sneak his way behind the bar again, or to some kind of area where he thinks a kitchen is, and try and find a pestle and mortar.
Oh, hello there.
Have you got pestle and mortar?
No, I don't. No.
Why?
I just don't have a pestle and mortar. What are you doing?
I need to crush something. Smash!
Oh, we won't find one here, I'm sorry. And this man who's just sort of come up from the trapdoor looks incredibly creepy, like he's from like a different plane of existence. He just says, ooh, goodbye, and then closes the lid. But as he does, a pestle and mortar just sort of rolls out, and you do find a pestle and mortar.
In which case he will scurry back and crush that powder even further and try and mix it in with his booze.
Okie doke.
Can I just try and shift in my seat so that I'm like covering the fact that Gob is like trying to smash up illicit.
Using illegal product.
So
kind of line of code.
I'm just going to be like heavy side eye.
So what you can see, Julius, is there's not really any figure in this tavern that would care too much. It's not a run-down tavern. It's not a place where people would elicit illegal things, but there's no one really here that would actually give a shit. So, yeah, as much as you can cover it, I won't ask you to sort of sleight of hand or anything, but I would like you to roll a tools check for me, please, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh
no.
Well,
that's not good.
What kind of alcohol will you be? So explain to me exactly what amalgamation you're creating.
The spirit that I nicked off the bar before is like half drunk the bottle, so he's kind of like mixing that in with whatever else he's got in his alchemist supplies, a few herbs and things, and he's not really trying to make anything. He's kind of experimenting with it, and so he'll just like crush up even smaller and just take it, like get it onto a small piece of paper and just like funnel it into the bottle and then shake it around a bit.
Okay, so as you shake it around, this what you had was more of a stout ale. It's not really a carbonated beverage, but as you tip in this finely powdered rinstone green glowing dust, it just starts to carbonate. It just starts to fizz and it starts to rise from the bottle, and you can see it's not so much foam, but it's making the liquid push itself quite violently out of the bottle. So as with the bottle, when you uncorked it, you do still have the cork, so you're going to need to sort of slam that cork in and really keep it there.
Yep.
And as you do, you can sort of feel the pressure of this bottle now. You could consume it. You could you could try, or you could use it as an improvised weapon. You get the feeling that this is a thing of unstableness, if that's a word.
And then we'll slide it down his trousers.
Like, no, it's not.
Don't trip with that.
Yeah, don't trip.
I'm just looking at Gob, wondering if one day he was like an upstanding citizen and he had like a little comb over and a briefcase and a tie, and then he just really fell off the rail.
Now that's a one-shot idea.
What happened to this person? So, before we go and meet this Elgondo fella, are we absolutely sure we want to be going to the council?
What reason do we have not to?
Well, faces on wanted posters aren't usually a great thing.
I thought it was like, because we've seen them, because Gob had a copy of them. It wasn't dead or alive. It was wanted for questioning.
Yeah, I don't like that word either.
Same thing.
It's a pretty shit word.
Okay.
I mean, we've got nothing to hide, have we?
No.
Not done anything wrong. I don't think I've ever broken any laws. You two?
Oh,
I mean, we don't have much to hide, but the truth is a little bit hard to believe.
To our previous argument, where I think we probably have quite a lot to hide.
I mean, there's a few things that we need to hide. That's for certain. But the actual crux of what they want to find out, they want to find out about what happened in Neverwinter, which ultimately comes down to Asmodeus reborn, Talos reborn, Argon somewhere, and city on fire with a load of demons. To be quite honest with you, I mean, I know, Lugas, that you're used to this celestial god shit, but the rest of us, we've lived for thousands of years without any immortal deity intervention. It's just, try to imagine like the most absurd thing that you could be told, and then imagine being told it, and that's basically what we'd be doing.
They're going to think that we're crazy.
Have you ever thought that right now, running through this city on the streets, we have a few thousand witnesses?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, there's so many people from Neverwinter here, so why do they specifically want to speak to us?
I mean, we were sort of like, we're the only fully surviving team in the Neverwinter games.
But how do they know that? And for starters, if they know that we're alive, then they'll know that the other contestants are alive. You know, like Juliet, and I'll point to her over at the bar. Peter.
Did we see any Juliet and Peter on the posters?
On the wanted posters.
You did not.
No. Was there any of the other teams, like the drows or the dwarf people? Or
No.
There
was a couple of other wanted posters, but you get the sense that they were more aged parchment, and you didn't recognise any of the faces.
Okay.
Well, here's a thought. We were a last minute entry that no one had heard anything about any of us, and so maybe that looks just a little tiny bit suspicious. Because
I can't imagine they expected us to survive.
No, but I mean,
super suspicious. You're really weird.
Oh, says you.
Hot kettle black, Bob.
Yeah, but I live in sewers. That's fine.
Stop sticking shit down your trousers.
Why?
Why? They're still dripping.
There's glass sticking out of your legs.
Just lifts the top of his trousers up, looks down, and is like, it's all fine.
No, it's all wine. There's a difference.
Wow.
Alright.
I think that it's our fault, right? Or like we planned it because we were this like unknown team that entered, and so maybe they thought like we fucked it up or something.
Well, how about we go and speak to Elgondo? Because he must be aware of the wanted posters around the area. He's walked through the streets by now. I mean, he's probably must have seen tons of them. I mean, he might have a plan to get us in. He did say that he'd take us in.
Hey,
Worries me.
don't see why you can't do that. Oh, look, is that him now?
He entered at the start of the last session. Sorry, I should have mentioned. He is sat at the table, sort of just.
How many? How many? Is it like a gaggle?
No, only
Gaggle of
there is only one. There is only a singular, non-plural Elgondo at this current moment.
Oh. Okay.
He appears to have fallen asleep.
Oh, alright.
He likes that, doesn't he?
Can I flick him in the head? See how does he react?
Look him in the head. Power kill.
He stares at you. Excuse me?
Sorry, I'm just making sure that you're not weird and illusionary.
What? Why would I be weird and illusionary?
The last time we saw you were very much weird and illusionary, and 4/5 of the time.
No, I was sleeping in a chair. What do you mean? Just because I am a simulacrum does not mean I don't have feelings.
Oh, so you're a simulacrum.
So you are
you're
a
not the
simulacrum.
OG.
No, of course not.
Oh, did the OG at least tell you to meet us here?
Yes, that's why I'm here. I've been waiting for you for about 20 minutes.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we've been here the whole time.
Well,
You
that's,
could have
yeah,
just come
we
over and
were
said hi.
no,
black table.
you're busy. I saw some strange goblin conducting illegal activities. I didn't want to get involved.
Oh, that's fair enough. This is Gob, by the way.
Hello there, small creature.
Please ignore him.
I want to wear his hat.
Excuse me? Are you saying that to him?
Can I take his hat off?
Saying that to you, I want his hat.
Well, what will you do to get his hat?
He was going to give it to me by the sounds of things.
Yeah, if Gob says, I want to wear his hat, I'm going to take his hat off and give it to Gob. I want to see Gob in the hat.
Okay. Roll me. What are you trying to do? You trying to snatch it, or are you just gracefully picking it off his head?
It's not so much of a snatch, no. Gob says, I want the hat. I'm just going to reach over and
Okay. So as
try and take the hat.
as you reach over with this large brimmed blue hat with white stars and a funny little point on it, he'll just take the hat and just say, "No, this is my hat. Would you like to contest?"
Yes.
Okay, roll me a contested athletics check versus a.
Note to self. Be careful what you say you want when he was in the room.
He is not very strong, but he's rolled very well.
Ooh.
Oh, and as
So dirty.
he's sort of in this death grasp spiral where it's backwards and forwards. The strength for this old man is actually quite surprising, but you manage to just pit it, and he sort of just goes, "Oh, beat it again. This keeps happening. You could borrow my hat, big man. I want it back."
Absolutely. Gob, here's the hat.
No, he smells.
Look at it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I just flick the pointy bit.
Could I have the hat back, small goblin?
And then I'm going to scurry up onto a beam just above and just kind of swing.
I could kill you with one word. But
I'd like to telekinetically shove.
it is, well,
You've been doing it without your hat.
it is quite amusing watching that small fella go around with a big hat. I will give you this. Anyway,
While while the hat shenanigans are going on, I'm just going to kind of nudge Flopsy. Forgot your name for a second, man. Flopsy in the arm and and
I know that we're currently like beefing right now, but like you don't have to be
no. I'm gonna nudge Flopsy in the arm, and just be like, I'm gonna be back in like 10-20 minutes.
Are you gonna go speak to
maybe? Shut up! Stop smiling.
Good luck. Roll better than last time.
Just before we get to that, Lugas, what are you up to at the moment?
Just shaking my head slowly in disappointment.
All right. Lugas, there's on your sort of level, where you're a smaller creature than most, you perceive things differently than other people. Things that people often overlook because they're small, but to you it just appears in your periphery. There appears to be a small brass key covered in sort of cobwebs and just in a darkened corner of the room, just by the bar, and you just sort of spot it in your periphery.
Oh, I would like to, with my telekinesis mage hand thing, pick it up and bring it closer to my person.
Sure. So it's about 20 feet away, and as you sort of bring it to it, just because obviously it's huge for some reason. It's not really, but it's just a small brass key, and it to a person of Hugh's size, for instance, this would be just a very dainty key to a very dainty lock. To you, this is a normal-sized key. You can see it is made of brass. It does appear to be quite aged and does appear to be quite worn. The actual the cut of the key appears to open a lock with, say, four pins, essentially. It doesn't appear to be a simple lock, a simple key to a simple lock, but it doesn't appear to be an elegant one either. And you grasp it in your hand, yeah?
Yeah, sure. I'll touch it.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, hello. Pretty good. Not with that roll.
12. As you sort of pick it up, you can hear this static sort of enter your mind, and it's just, and then this small, tiny, petite voice will speak to you, almost telepathically, like you communicate with other people, and it will just say, "Hello there. Who are you?"
I will reply by thinking. I'm Lugas. Are you trapped in this key, little miss?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm trapped. I'm just a key.
Oh, you are the key?
I am the key.
I've never met an animate key before. To what lock do you join with?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I suppose it's really the only question when conversing with a key, but I'll answer it none the same. I open very specific locks, very intricate locks, sometimes arcane locks, sometimes just a lock to a cupboard, but I can unlock many different things.
Ooh. What can't you unlock?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm a key with not that high intelligence.
Oh, all right.
I don't retain much memory about the locks that I have opened, but I do retain knowledge about the locks that I can open.
Do you perhaps possess knowledge of your creation? Do you know who or what animated you, little key?
Oh, I wouldn't say I was animated. I just think that there are many keys in this world with certain abilities like mine. I wouldn't say I was manufactured or constructed in this way. This is who I am, I guess.
So you were. Did you just come into existence, or were you like birthed? Was there like, did you have key parents?
Remembering back to the day, no, I just remember being around for a few years. I had one master before this, lovely gentleman, but he dropped it in this tavern one day. I haven't been spoke to for quite a few years.
Oh, that's very sad of you. You is it Mr. Key, Miss Key?
I don't believe I would understand genders in your tongue. I guess I'm just a key.
Well, do you have a name, or am I just going to call you Key?
I don't believe I've got a name either. What do you think is a good name for a key?
Kiana.
Sorry, Akiana?
No, remove the R from the front. It's the only name I could think of with key in it.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't part of the deal that it needed to have key in it. It's like your name isn't, I assume, Squirrely Pete.
No, my last name is Brushtail, though.
What an odd name.
Don't blame my parents.
Where are you from?
Or their parents. Oh, far. I doubt you'd believe it. Not many people do.
Oh, I believe most things.
That's you shouldn't believe everything strangers tell you.
I don't believe you're a stranger. I believe you're quite trustworthy and honest.
I'm glad I have that outward image. That's a point in the redemption column.
Well, Lugas, if you'd like to pop me back down in my little corner, I'll stop bothering you from now on.
Oh no, I'll keep you. I'll converse with you semi-regularly, I imagine, until we have some free time and I can cast some magic on you to figure you out.
Really? Would you do that?
Hey, I think I would. You don't have any ill intentions towards me, and you're not trying to trick me, would you?
I'm a key. How would I do such a thing?
You could be some hideous beast disguised as a key.
Would I know if I was a hideous beast disguised as a key?
Depends, are you lying?
I don't believe so. I don't really know what a lie is, to be honest.
Can I attempt an insight check on a key?
Yes, of course, but would you like to tell me how you would insight check a key?
I'm sort of listening to its tone of voice.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Can I guidance myself as well? Crit, baby, don't need it.
You don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, what can I say about Nat 20? There's a lot of things I can say, but this is a key with some form of intelligence about it. The ability for it to communicate telepathically is in and of itself something that would have been manufactured, right? As much as it's saying that it doesn't believe that it was manufactured or anything like that. You got the sense that it wasn't lying. It just doesn't know a lot about itself. From what you gather, I suppose that's what I'll tell you is it's not telling the truth, but it's not lying at the same time. It just doesn't really understand much of any.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, little one. Let's figure you out together.
I think I'd like that.
Yeah. Are there any nearby locked shelves or things? Would I be able to hover around the room, see if I can find anything with a lock on it?
I'd say the sort of
do some experimenting.
The bar area sort of has one of those lift up sort of gangways that the staff can use to go backwards and forwards, and that would have a small, very basic padlock on it.
Okay. I'll just Is it locked in the first place?
It wouldn't be at this point, but you could simply just lock it back up. So,
sure. I will attempt to lock the tiny gateway thing.
Yeah.
With this fancy key.
Okay, and I assume you're going to try and open it with the key. Yeah.
Yes, sure.
So, as you sort of present the key to the lock, the bidding on the actual key itself, where it sort of changes its position of the struts and essentially the bidding of the key, it moves and it changes as it approaches the lock, and you're able to slip it in as almost as if it was the key for this specific lock. And as you turn it, you notice that lock can open and close completely fine. And as you withdraw it, he just goes, "Wow, what a wild ride!" Sorry, I get a bit of a rush when unlocking things.
Oh, I'll be sure to warn you beforehand.
Oh,
do you? My next question was, do you enjoy it? And you seem to.
Each lock is different. You see, some locks have interesting stories. Each one of them has their own individual, unique sort of perspective on life. And by unlocking them or locking them, I can gather information about them. This lock in particular, this padlock, very sad. It's only really been in one place and only used for single things. Not very well kept, never oiled. It's a sad lock.
Possess. I'd never think of that. You possess such a different perspective on the whole world. I think every time I use you to unlock something. Would you mind telling me some of these stories?
Yes, of course. I'm so happy that you found me.
I'm so happy to have found you. I'm going to go brag about you to my friends.
Oh, what are your friends' names?
Well, you've got Hugh. He's the big man who just stole that fella's hat. You got Flopsy, I nearly said Vicky. Who's that fluffy bunny-eared one over there? She's very sneaky. And you got, where's Julius gone? Julius is talking to the lady over there.
Ah.
He's really good with knives.
Now, you've just sort of mentioned that over there and over here. I don't have eyes. Can't see.
I assume you have some level of vision around you?
No, none at all.
No, so you're just completely blind.
I'm a key.
That's another thing we can work on, really. If I could try and get you to have eyes, I could draw eyes on you.
Get two googly eyes.
Googly eyes?
Yeah.
Googly eyes.
I don't know where they sell them in Waterdeep, but
there's a vendor that specifically deals in googly eyes, fake mustaches, and top hats.
Why do you know that?
I have been told.
Who told you?
My previous master, of course.
Oh, so you're a frequent goer of this googly eyes, fake mustache and top hats.
Most frequently, he had a collection of top hats, a very odd collection. It was his wife recently broke up with him because he collected so many top hats, and it was becoming an obsession.
I knew someone back at the resort who had a similar obsession. Probably not the same guy, but
well, we can explore together. But I will say something, Lugas. I do know this much. I am a very unique kind of key. My previous master often had people try to steal me. It appears as though I am quite a valuable object. So, as much as bragging about me and things in that nature, maybe keep me on the down low for at least a little bit, just in case they try to pinch me. I've become quite fond of you, Lugas.
Sure, yeah, I won't tell you. I have enough trust in the other two. I love you to bits, but I have enough trust in the other two to not mention it out loud in some profound exclamation.
Well, thank you, Lugas. And if you ever need me for anything, please holler.
Always. I mean, when applicable. I'm not going to bring you on every time. Yeah, sure. I'll slip you into my. I don't know. Do I have pockets? Yeah, I've got pockets. Pocket.
You had to justify it to yourself there on whether Lugas had pockets or not, didn't you?
Yeah, I just realised on the art I chose, I've Midjourney's given me a belt with some.
There you are.
Like a utility belt. I'll shove you in my utility belt.
Oh, this is a lovely belt.
Yeah.
Julius, you're heading over to Juliet, is that right?
I am.
Ooh.
Just one in on over.
And she will sort of do the sort of thing where she'll sort of flick her hair and sort of pretend she won't realise you're coming up. And as you sort of approach, she'll just sort of look at you and say, "Oh, hi."
Oh, hi. And I'll do that thing where I lean one arm up against the bar.
Performance check.
Yeah.
I am going to be watching this from a distance, by the way.
I'm brave for that one. Come on. Oh, sorry. You guys have to wait 10 years while I open my character sheet.
Oh, God, yeah. I made Kate roll something. Oh, dear.
Yeah, so...
This is a pivotal role with the context.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a 10.
Okay, yeah. I had Vicky's reaction. With a 10, you are fine. You managed to sort of pull off this boyish pose, and yeah, she doesn't look impressed.
Oh. Well, that's not a good start. I'll just lean my elbow up casually against the bar. Do you have a room here?
No. I haven't really thought about where I'd be staying. Come, join me. There's a quiet corner over there. And she'll sort of lead you off into the corner of the tavern, sort of far away. And it's almost in this sort of pocket alcove, sort of leading out. And there is a window, but where it's night now, the shades are all closed and the curtains brought down. And yeah, you get the sense that you would be out of earshot of anyone.
No one can see us. Okay. I will sit down, I guess, and I'll sit in a position where I can see the rest of the tavern. Keep an eye on what my friends are up to, speaking to the wizardy fella.
Yeah, so I suppose just to check then, so you guys are all talking to Elgondo at the moment, is that right?
Yeah. I'd have
Yes,
floated over.
but I'm watching what he's doing because I am invested.
Kind of side-eyeing, yeah. You can't really make out what they're saying because they're pretty far down this long hall of the tavern, but you...
Oh, no, I can actually, because I have the observant feat, which means that if I can see their lips and it's the language that I can speak, I can lip read.
What I'll probably say then, this isn't me just trying to be obtuse, but where I described it as this inlaid alcove to the tavern, that you could see sort of the back of Julius's head, but you don't see Juliet from where you currently are at the moment.
I mean, I don't know. I think I would definitely move so I could see at least one of their mouths.
Okie dokie. You could, I'll tell you what, roll me a perception check quickly. An 18. You get into a position where you would be able to see Julius's mouth. Julius, make a perception check for me. Julius, you see that Flopsy has vision on you, and I will say that you would know that that Flopsy would be able to read your lips at this point.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Listen, and I'll try and angle myself a certain way so that Flopsy deliberately can't see me on purpose.
So, yeah, you very much could do. Now you sort of clocked Flopsy, you're sort of able to angle your chair to a point where you are essentially facing into the alcove and you're almost blocking it off. I think at this point, Flopsy, you would have to almost make your way within about 10 feet of them to be able to see it, to be able to clock onto each one of their lips as they sort of just shaded themselves away into a proper corner.
Because what I'll say is I'm very aware that there's an inquisitive friend watching. Listen, I don't want to beat around the bush. I'm getting a little bit... Foreplay is not really my thing, so, you know, if I've got enough gold for a room, then I've got 20 minutes.
Bold. Very bold. Roll a persuasion check.
What should be in that one? 17? Is that one?
I like you, Julius. But not that much. Here's fine. As long as your friend, your inquisitive friend, and she'll just sort of peer around and you'll sort of clock eyes with her, Flopsy, and she just gives you this sort of this sneaky smile and she just goes, I think if we speak quietly and she'll just grab your chair, sort of in a flirtatious manner, and she'll just sort of just scoot the chair over and the chair will sort of go, and she'll place you in a position where you are essentially, she is backed off into a corner and you are just facing back into it. I can draw you a picture if you'd like, but Flopsy, from your position, go on, yeah.
Flopsy's vision is suddenly just filled with Gob's face. I've got a funny hat.
Yes, Gob, I can see that you got a funny hat. I'm trying to make sure that my friend doesn't fuck it up over there.
Just imagine Flopsy sort of doing this, and while Gob's going, look at me.
Yeah.
I want to tickle your ears.
No, go away. That's incredibly invasive.
And just for the next 2 minutes, she's just big, annoying in your face.
I like it. Well, yeah, that'll make perception checks mightily hard for you, Flopsy.
Yeah, just a little bit. Fuck you, man.
And yeah, Juliet will just say, so, tell me about yourself, Julius.
No, I don't think we need to do that. Right? And he'll surreptitiously take out the little piece of parchment and just slide it across. I'm imagining that there's a table.
Yeah. There's a small table.
The table towards her.
Very much so.
See, I thought that you were someone I was supposed to be finding, but I think that's not really true, is it?
Do you have a family, Julius?
You'll see, Julius is wearing kind of like a smile that he always wears, always. And it's still there. But his eyes are, very cold.
I have a family. Very precious to me. I'd do anything to ensure that they were safe. Wouldn't you?
That's nice.
Look, as you said, Julius, I'm not very much into foreplay. I tend not to beat around the bush. If you want to see them again, Do what you've been asked to do. You have 7 days. And she'll just get up and she'll walk off. But as she does, she'll just sort of move her hand and she'll graze it across your shoulders in a flirtatious manner as she sort of reveals herself to you guys. And she'll sort of just waltz off like she's in a really good mood.
What she does,
All right.
I'm gonna try and grab her. I'm gonna grab her by the arm and just pull myself in real close. So
Okay,
I can nut
yeah.
her without. So I'll do that.
Yeah, she won't resist. So yeah, you are sort of in close. From your perspective, Flopsy, this looks like it has gone super well. This looks intense.
Yeah, I'll try and make it look sexy in a way that Julius probably could and Kate almost certainly couldn't. So I'll look like I'm like whispering in her ear. Then I'll kind of grab her arm and be like, look, I'm a friendly guy. But I can get pretty unfriendly really fucking fast. Don't think I'm not the kind of person that won't break my toys so other people can't have them. I'll try and speak to my family tomorrow, and if I can't, all bets are off.
Roll an intimidation check for me.
Don't think that's a good one for me. Ooh. Oh, come on, man.
She'll just
I've got such a modifier and such bad rolls.
she'll sort of bring you in even closer. Sort of your whole bodies are now sort of engulfed in this sort of very flirtatious dance, but the strength that she's putting into it, from everybody else's perspective, this looks like they're about to get it on, but the strength that you feel of her arm against the back of your spine just sort of pulls you in quite tightly, and she'll just whisper very tantrically in your ear, 7 days, as she will pull away and she will kiss you on the lips. Would you like to resist or do anything, as you are aware that people are observing you? There are eyes on you.
I'm gonna kiss her back, but I'm gonna bite her really fucking hard.
you fucker. Yeah. I'll tell you what, roll me a d4.
Roll to hit.
Well, I mean, it's gonna hit, right? You're not gonna be able to miss.
Bites his own tongue instead.
Yeah.
What did you want, sorry?
Roll a d4.
D4. Oh.
Oh God, yeah. All right.
3.
Yeah. So describe to me how. Well, are you biting the lip? Are you biting? Well, there would be no tongue to bite because she hasn't gone in that hard. But
yeah, I guess a lip then.
yeah. So as you sort of bite down, she recoils slightly, but she doesn't sort of like gasp in pain. You can sort of feel the strength of this arm coming around your back, and just sort of it presses in, and it does hurt slightly, but doesn't cause any damage. And she will just recoil back, sort of get her poise about her, and she will just stare at you for a while, and then she'll just flick her hair, and she will walk on out. And as she does, Flopsy, she'll sort of she'll pass you, and you see that she sort of stares in your direction. She just smiles softly. Hugh, she sort of walk past you, and she just sort of gives you a wave, and she looks around for Lugas. She sees you, Lugas, and sort of gives you a wave, and disappears out of the tavern unless anyone wants to do anything else.
Unfortunately,
And then slapped him across the face with a fish. And then I said, fishy time, fishy time, fishy time.
No, don't do that. No, I'm just gonna like try and pull him back.
That was a great story.
What was a great story?
When I slapped him in the face, I was like, fishy time, fishy time, fishy time.
Don't think
Anyway.
he was
Oh,
attempting
gosh.
to slap Juliet in the face. Don't worry. Hopefully he doesn't have a fish on him.
I think there's one down his trousers, actually.
I try to avoid going anywhere near. As a being of small stature, I don't want to be anywhere within grabbing distance of him.
I'm gonna push past the excitable goblin, and I'm gonna make my way over to Julius.
Just sort of,
I'll sort of like tap him on the back.
As Flopsy sort of comes over, Julius, you do feel that that she has popped something into sort of your back pocket of your jacket, by the way.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna see Flopsy making a beeline for me, and I'm just gonna shake my head at her, and then I'm gonna make a beeline to the bathroom right away.
Oh.
Ah! I feel scorned.
So looking around, you remember that you're in a D&D fantasy tavern where there aren't toilets, but you are able to skip out the back of this tavern if you want to, where you could ultimately go to the toilet out there if you wanted to. It's not fancy enough to have toilets, sadly.
I'm not going to go to the toilet. I'm going to like bend over, do a couple of deep breaths. I'm just going to be sick.
Cool.
Violently.
Did you go outside, sort of the back entrance?
Yeah, back alley. I don't know what.
Yeah, and as you do, there's sort of this horse trough that's covered in sort of water there, and you can see a large sort of Shire horse there, just. And beyond it, you can see now that the main street is quite dark.
Can I put my arm over the horse as I'm sick?
Sure.
Just like grab its beautiful silky
You get the
mane.
sense that this horse is consoling you, but you do see now that this congregation of guards and wizards and mages are now heading into the council building itself.
I'll head back in after that. Well, hang on. No, I won't. I'll read it, burn it in the trough with the sick, and then go back in.
Yeah. And as you open the door, I assume, Flopsy, you're sat there with your ears.
Holy.
So, how did it go? It looked really, really good. That got intense.
Yeah, she did pie me off a little bit, which I probably deserved, to be fair. But, I don't know, it's one of those kind of slow burn things. I'm not really used to that, right?
Slow burn? She literally just kissed you right there and then?
But that's, like, usually something that happens straight away.
I mean, Julius, you've known her for like a day. That is pretty quick.
It's been at least 2 days, number one. And number two, don't you have anything better to do? Like,
no.
You've left fucking Hugh in charge with Gob. And Lugas looked like he was chatting to something some time ago, like...
I mean, they've got Lugas there. Lugas is smart and capable, and, you're my priority right now because I want to know everything. What did she say?
Okay, well, she said a lot of stuff about, like, her parents and the fact that she loves gardening, and I pretended that I liked gardening as well, even though I don't know the first fucking thing about gardening, and it was, I don't know, honestly, I kind of tuned out partway through. Is that bad?
Do I get the impression that he's perhaps making that up on the fucking spot, or do I...
Go ahead and make an insight check. Julius, I'd normally say pick between persuasion or deception, but roll a deception check for me.
Yeah. It is pretty clear it's deception, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah, you're trying to incite a bard.
Yeah, I know. You never know. One day.
I'll roll in that one again at some point soon.
Well,
Yeah,
that sounds,
I think I did okay. I tried to look interested. I think she kind of bought it, but I don't know. Then she had a kiss, and then she was like, "Oh, I have to go," and then she ran out. So I don't know where that really leaves us. So yeah.
Well,
anyway,
I look forward to the next installment.
yeah, I'm gonna get a drink, and then let's sort out what. Why is Gob wearing a hat?
Oh, that's the hat that Hugh stole from Elgondo and put on his head.
Guy that's supposed to be helping us.
Yes.
Good. Okay. I'll be there in 1 second. I'm just gonna go to the bar and get like a big bottle of something evil.
Easily done. The bartender will hand you just this nasty black bottle with no label, and a cork that looks like it sort of pops off, and the sounds of ghouls and ghosts appear from this bottle, like it's demented in some way. Hugh, Elgondo will sort of, as his hat has been taken, you can see there's almost fury in his eyes as he's watching this goblin dance around and prance about the rafters with his hat on.
I love him. Isn't he great? Look at him go. He's dancing.
It's worn off. It's worn off. I believe it or not, not the first goblin that's ever stolen my hat. Yeah, big man. Hugh, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Hello.
Last we met, you suggested that we should be warning these council members of the incoming threats against them, or...
Well, it's an idea, but I don't know if the others are actually that keen on announcing it. I don't know whether it's best if we try and find out what it is they know first.
I mean, I can facilitate with this, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty intelligent, Hugh.
Sorry, hang on.
No, don't fix it. I smack him on the other side of the head twice. Right,
Lugas is gone. That was kind of his only. That was his only thing left.
The spark
That was his last brain cell.
Oh no.
And he'll just say, I've got a couple of ideas. Yes, I have obviously seen your faces dotted around town, and if you do not wish to go in as you are, you could almost be my entourage. I could disguise
That
you.
could work.
And then we can do the thing where he sort of like just throw off our disguise, like, haha, it was us all along.
Then you'd be probably killed. I don't suggest... Well, I mean, you do you. I can get you in the door. I can do the things. We can just dress up like a gaggle of wizards.
Is that the appropriate collective noun?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's it. Is that, is is that that a a collective name for a wizard?
Yes.
It's not like a womble of wizards.
A womble of wizards.
Well,
Womble of wizards. I love it.
A womble of wizards. I like it.
well. Hey guys, how's it hanging? How about, could you make us look like loads of different copies of you?
Now, why would I do that?
Because there's always thousands of you, and then they would just see like multiple yous, and they would be like, "Hey, this is normal."
I mean, I cast Simulacrum less than 18 hours ago. It's not normal. I'm almost trying to... It's becoming quite the plague. I'm trying to minimize the damage of this Simulacrum spell that I've cast. Look, when I cast the first Simulacrum, I was in a lazy mood. When that Simulacrum appeared, it was also in a lazy mood. I chose to go to the toilet. That Simulacrum then spawned another Simulacrum, so on and so forth. I'm not quite sure how deep it actually went. Like, I'm trying to control this, whatever has happened. We could try to disguise yourselves as me, but, I mean, I am an elderly man. That thing there is a goblin.
Not there, I'm still person.
I don't like you, small goblin.
Opinion has changed.
He's definitely an
How-
acquired taste.
How are you going to make us look like wizards then?
Well, I'm a wizard. I have arcane abilities, but overall, I have this. I thought about it. I have this box of like fancy dress. I got it from a merchant down the road. They specialize in top hat, mustaches, and googly eyes. But just on offer, they had these wizarding clothing, like cloaks and hats like mine, and well, not quite as fancy as mine. And you'll look up. No, not quite as fancy as that one, and he'll point on Gob's head. But he does have this box of clothing, and this coupled with arcane spells of some kinds, a mix between alter self and minor illusion, major illusion, and maybe a little hint of Elgondo magic. We could, I mean, I would believe these disguises.
Yeah, Hughes practically jumps in the box. I'm trying everything on.
Yeah, so
no, that'll be too stretched.
In the box, you will see all manner of very much fancy dress. It's not designed to be. Elgondo is a traditional wizard. He is a very elderly wizard. Traditional wizards typically wear long, flowing gowns and pointy hats. Their reputation is mainly based on the flourish of the point of the hat from the olden days. Wizards these days don't really dress like this anymore, but he's very much got this fancy dress. The gabba that he's managed to get is very much matches his style. So it is pointy hats, flowing gowns, sort of.
I was picturing you in like a rainbow curly wig and like an eye patch.
So there are top hats, there are mustaches, there are tiny little spectacles, large spectacles. There is a wide array of things that you can.
I've already decided I will be Ratatouille piloting Hugh.
Yes. Just yes.
Well, I suppose so. Hugh, as you first dive into the box, and understanding Elgondo's plan here, would you like to disguise yourself as a wizard?
Absolutely, and it is. Hugh's very much a traditionalist at heart, and so the idea of a traditionally dressed wizard in a long navy blue flowing cloak with stars and moons and kind of silver, kind of sparkling in the light. Big, wide brimmed hat, and let's say a fake nose as well as in there, like a big, long, pointy nose, almost as pointy as the top of the hat.
Ah, you have style and eloquence. And what he'll do is he'll sort of grasp his two palms together and he'll just go, and he'll transmute this wooden, like oaken staff, and he'll hand it to you. Don't worry, not magic, but it makes you look the part for sure.
I've always wanted to be a wizard. I've always wanted to be a caster.
He was very impressed by the, was it the card tricks or was it the ball in the cup? I can't remember.
It was the coin.
They did all sorts
it was like
of tricks.
a thing. It was a thing like levitating.
It was amazing. Mages. Whoa.
Yeah, you do see at the bottom of this box there is a ball in a cup, and you get the sense of this sort of this dark.
Does it have an inscription?
Yeah, you get the sense that if you even were to touch it, dark shit would happen.
Can I cast Eldritch Blast with it?
If you could cast Eldritch Blast, you could, but sadly not.
I mean,
Gob has also dived into this box and is just kind of tearing stuff out and making a big mess and throwing things all over the floor.
Would you disguise yourself, though, Gob?
Yeah, so he would just like grab whatever looks like, even if it doesn't fit, he doesn't care. He's like just putting it over his head, and he's got like this robe that's way too long and it trails off behind him. And then he'll grab a mustache and kind of like hand it to Hugh, like, stick it on! Stick it on!
Yeah.
Eyebrows.
Yes.
There's many mustaches. You could have
rough
more
up
than
your
one.
eyebrows.
And then he'll take two more and stick them on his eyebrows.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, gown so long that the sleeves are sort of like
Yeah.
double the length of
Like
your
a
actual
toddler
arms.
in a dressing gown.
A toddler,
Like a toddler in an adult's dressing gown.
I got you. Any kind of hats, anything like that? Oh no, you got
I've got one.
Elgondos.
We do
Yeah,
well.
you motherfucker. Oh. What sort of Elgondo will sort of say, small goblin? I will allow you to use my hat as it is fitting. If you find yourself in any kind of bother or trouble, speak to the hat, and it can help you.
Oh, chatty hat. Okay.
It's very helpful. Be nice. Don't upset it. By any, just if you upset it, bad things happen. It is a powerful
It will
hat.
cast Crown of Stars on you.
It starts stroking the top of the hat.
Oh, pretty hat. Be nice.
And you almost hear this purr. It just goes.
Oh, it tickles my brains.
Yeah. Who else would be diving into this box of glory?
I mean, at this point, I am scaling Hugh's staff, jumping onto his shoulder and squeezing my way under.
Yeah, right. Any form of disguise you wish to put on anyway, Lugas?
Oh, what would fit?
Elgondo will sort of see you looking through the box and with a little bit of sadness in your eyes as everything is medium sized, and he'll sort of get down to your level and he'll say, "Not to worry, small squirrel. There's sort of two ways that we could do this. I could make you a medium-sized creature, or I could turn some of the clothing into a small-sized clothing, just for you."
Give him a sock. Give me a sock.
No, I will not. They smell. I don't even wear socks. I've got sandals on.
He's got the beautiful socks and sandals combo.
Yeah, I was going to say he's
Yeah.
definitely a socks guy.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
So yeah, it'll sort of offer you two options, Lugas. You could either become a medium-sized creature for a limited amount of time, or he will offer to allow you to disguise miniature-wise.
Yeah, I want to remain small,
Okay.
so I'll have him shrink some down.
What would you like him to shrink down for you? What would you like to look like?
Oh, I just have no idea. Oh. And it's gone. Ugh.
Oh, that is sad.
Yeah, it showed up and then immediately just moved out. With
We'll come back to you then. Flopsy, what you thinking?
I will look in the box. I will look for just like a basic kind of dark robe that has a hood so that I can cover my head, just in case I need to do sneaky things.
I mean, not very wizard-like, is it? You need some sort of pizzazz.
Pizzazz?
Pizzazz. A wizard. A wizard is known for their pizzazz.
Yes, it's rule 2 of the wizard code.
Yes.
You must have.
I'll pick one up off the floor that I've seen like gobble something through a side. Like, this will look great over your little. Come on here, and I'm going to try and like.
I tell you what. It's more. These up and coming wizards, they're all a little bit more subtle in their approach. I tell you what, I have the perfect thing. And he'll again take his palms, but more delicately now. He'll just sort of. He'll transmute this black stick with two white ends on. It's very strange, and he'll sort of twirl it in his fingers, and he'll flick it up in the air, and he'll catch it, and he'll just go, "Ha ha!" and he'll pass it to you. Carry this.
What's this?
This is a stick of magic. Carry it with you at all times. If you are accosted in any way, if you are questioned in any way, just present this stick, and then it will. It's more like the ID of a wizard. I have this staff. Hugh has a staff. You have a stick of magic.
I have a magic stick.
I mean, it's just a stick. I conjured it with magic, but it is just a stick.
I have a stick.
With white ends
It's not
on
even
the
magic.
ends. Wait, look,
Oh.
to form a gaggle of wizards or a humble of wizards, what do we
Womble.
call them?
It's the Womble of wizards.
A womble of
Womble.
wizards.
Womble.
We must be seen to perform. Must be seen.
But I have a stick.
You do, and you look excellent.
Okay.
I tell you what, I'll give you 20
I'm gonna
gold if
turn
you
to-
can make a rabbit come out of a hat. Oh, I should have said that.
Oh, dude, you just stole my disguise idea.
Oh, shit. Lugas, I see you having some trouble deciding.
I mean, yeah, in order to be as least offensive to Flopsy as possible, I was, in my brain, I was sort of looking for some, like, white powder to try and, lighten the orange on me. And maybe...
Okay.
I was trying to disguise myself as the rodent in a hat type gimmick.
Okay. Yeah.
I do plan on hiding in Hugh's hat.
I like it. Yeah, fair enough. So it's you also find like this sort of red ribbon that you could almost tie around yourself as to act as, you get the sense that if there was to be anything that was pulled out of a hat, it would be such a far better miraculous ordeal if you are presented in such a way.
Yeah. And I also grab a little red waistcoat.
Yes, of course. There is.
Elgondo
will make that specifically. He will reach his hands up and he will almost knit it in the sky from this arcane thread that he gathers from the weave itself, and he knits you this small red arcane waistcoat.
And a bow tie.
And he will make that from the arcane weave. Anything else while I'm here?
Something to sort of bind my big brushy tail up into a small ball.
Yes, I pay by the inch, don't you know? And
well, I've not got many.
And you sort of see this tear in sort of the space-time continuum where the weave is just coming out with this arcane thread. And you see as it's just about to close, he deposits 2 gold in there as it just goes and just closes back up again.
I didn't realise that was so expensive. Very sorry about that.
No, it's
Is that-
quite okay. Yes.
I'll pay you back later. Ask Neath.
Yes, I think she owes me 10 gold, but sure.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, I will then scale Hugh's staff, jump on his shoulder, and squeeze my way in.
Yeah. And I'll grab a couple of bits of my beard and kind of put them underneath the hat. Give you some control.
Oh, nice.
Careful! Gentle, Lugas.
Roll.
Can't wait to do the actual punching.
Lugas, just as an off one, roll me an animal handling check. Let's see how much control you've got of this beast.
I'm going to guidance myself on this.
All right.
Is this a contested animal handling check?
You could, yes, if you'd like it.
No,
CQ.
not very. I've got
Fine.
hardly any control over
Yeah,
you.
so you see as these 2 pieces, these two sort of tufts of hair, sort of Hugh pushes them up. You grab hold of them, and you're thinking, okay, what are these controls? I can obviously tell that I can pivot left, and you see Hugh's head and his body just kind of goes left and right. But then you think, well, how do I go forward? And as you sort of chock it forward, Hugh just... but you two find this synergy almost, but you're quite off balance, and it's almost like it'll be a dance of people here.
I don't quite get advantage on things as of yet.
I'm ready to support you with all my cantrips, Hugh, or whatever you want to do.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
like a tank.
All my telekinesis stuff as well.
So, as I said, we are a womble of wizards. Well, as you said. That will get us through the door. What's through those doors? I really don't know. So, I will have done my piece. You will do yours. Do what you need once you are in there. If you need me at any time, I will try to make myself available to you. However, I do not wish to affiliate myself in any way to deception, murder, or inquisition. I am a high upstanding wizard, and I wish to keep it that way, but I will endeavour to help you as much as I can.
Thank you for disguising our identities as a not active deception.
I don't have an outfit yet.
I do apologise. Sorry, I saw you snogging that female over there. I thought you were just busy. I didn't even know you're part of this group. Julius, what would you...
You knew his name?
I know everybody's names. I'm a wizard.
By the way, while everyone's been getting sorted out, Julius is using this opportunity to down as much of that bottle, very much like Gob, down as much as that bottle as physically possible in the time that we have. He'll like, maybe he's finished it, I don't know. Turn to Hugh. Big fella, hook me up. Come on.
Was it a hug? What is this?
No, like, come on, I need an outfit.
Okay.
Hug if you want.
Yeah, I'll get a big wizard's robe and I'll go to put it around you. Julius, I'm so proud of you. I saw that over there, but next time, a little less on the biting. I think she was bleeding.
Oh yeah, it was an aggressive snog.
And I'll put a hat on your head, pull it down, and anything else? How do you look? Do a twirl.
Oh.
And how do you look, Kate?
I don't know. I've just put on anything that Hugh's picked up.
What would you have picked up, Hugh?
It's bright pink. It's all bright pink.
Yes, perfect.
It's like fuchsia neon pink. Perfect for blending in.
And
I'm just gonna take one look at the guy in bright pink next to me and just take a slight step away.
And
just picturing like blooming Gob in like his dressing gown, toddler in a dust.
Well, Elgondo will sort of raise his hand again and bring down this arcane stream and open up the rift to the weave once again. And he'll reach his hand into this tear in space-time, and he'll sort of push his hand in and he'll tug something and he'll take it out and he'll just whisper into this tear of the weave and he'll say, "Thank you." And he'll deposit a single gold piece. And he brings out a monocle that attaches around the back of your neck, and he places it on and it stays there. You don't even need to sort of keep it there. It just sort of floats there in front of one eye. Yes.
I like this.
I like it too. You look sophisticated, well educated. I suppose that really is the last question, is what do you all know about wizardry?
I imagine I probably know quite a bit. I've been living with them.
You would know that they are intellectual people, that they know the arcane by reading and studying. They are not innately magical beings. They are just normal people.
I'll summon my Book of Shadows and I'll let you hold on to it.
Cool. What does your Book of Shadows look like?
The book, glowing book, with sort of like gold metallic paper, with a big purple eye on the front.
Oh, can I open it? Can I like read it?
Yes, you'll see. There's 2 pages filled in.
Would he?
What
see,
language are they filled in?
Would he see your essentially your pact?
Oh, I didn't think of that. I imagine I've hidden at the back. You probably won't reach it.
Hmm.
Yeah, where you see. Oh no, you probably see 3 spells. You see, comprehend languages. I'm assuming I've written them in Celestial, so you'll probably be able to read them.
Yep.
Comprehend languages, identify, and mage armor.
Well, okay, not very quickly.
No.
I can speed and read in Celestial, but I'm not the best.
Yeah.
So,
and because Lugas is a arcane being that sort of gathers its powers from within, you reading these spells are more the spells, the way they're written are more feelings based. They're more sort of telling Lugas how to feel in order to raise these spells, and you'll see Elgondo will say, yes, that there is that is a book of shadows. The spells articulated within those pages are more of the warlock nature. Am I correct in assuming, Lugas, that you are of that magical arcane persuasion? You see, Hugh,
I'll lift that up a bit and give a poke out a tiny thumb.
And he'll say that a wizard spell, Hugh, is more of a instruction set, more of runes and somatic and verbal components that you must use in order to present the weave with essentially a function, a way of manipulating the forces that are around us. I could teach you sometime.
Yes. No, it's there are not many pictures in here, Lugas.
I'll work on that. I do believe I have. Yeah, I'll do it.
I could do with some more drawings and things. This doesn't really hold the attention very well.
Just look at the eye on the front.
Okay, right. Yes, I think I'll get the hang of it, Elgondo.
Yes. He'll sort of pull out his spell book and he'll flick for a page and he'll say, "Look at this bad boy. I learned this the other week." And he opens it up and you just sort of read the top part is it just says meteor swarm, and he just says, closes it up and he just goes, "Ooh, I haven't quite mastered this one yet, but when I do."
When have you been practicing that?
I have my ways.
That seems incredibly destructive.
No. Even if you are hit by multiple meteors, you only actually take the damage from one.
Yeah, the other ones just sort of stack.
Yes, they just sort of stack up. It's not as destructive as you'd hope, but still really destructive at the same time.
I've got a book. Should I carry like this? Oh, you can't see it.
Yes, exactly that book.
Hold up, like the ancient book that like I was meant to be reading that chapter of, and I've never done it.
I'll be honest, you look more like an accountant. It's more like a ledger, but yeah, I mean, try not to present it to the other wizards. They may laugh at you for your spell book, but you know, needs must.
Judas,
Meant to be bigger.
Might I?
Flashier.
I might suggest maybe not waving the very important and old book around.
What if I wave my fingers over it while I look at it like this?
That book is very old.
Yeah, see?
Intriguing.
Put it away.
Anyway, I'm not curious enough to give a shit about that book right now.
Nice.
Maybe one day. Well, I think it's time I had a bit of a nap, aka a break. We'll be back in just a few moments. Bye-bye. Welcome back, adventurers, intrepid heroes. I'm not allowed to use that word. Whatever you want to be called. Womble of wizards at this point. The scene is yours. You're in a watery point, the tavern. It is dark outside. How would you like to proceed? I suppose at this point also I should call out that if any, during this sort of downtime period that we've had, if you'd like to go ahead and do have a short rest in case you're low on hit points or you regain anything due to a short rest, not that there'll be any fighting. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just have a quick think about this.
Did I get anything on a short rest?
What's that?
I get everything.
Foundry will sort it out for you. You do not get your bardics back on a short rest, I don't believe. I don't
think I used them anyway.
Oh, Gob's rolling hit die. Were you low on HP, were you, bud?
Flipping Bloodhunter.
Oh, yeah, of course he is. Well.
Do I get spell book?
Hugh.
No, I don't think you do.
Oh.
Hugh. We need a wizard name. It's me. It's your conscience. We need a wizard name.
Don't tell him that. He's going to get confused.
I have a conscience.
I am speaking telepathically to him. You have no idea what's going on. Stop listening to my thoughts. Don't question why your conscience is Scottish.
Are you an ancestor of mine?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's Lugas.
Sorry. I was aching for some conscience-based nostalgia.
Let me think.
Are you Googling
By all means, you guys
wizard?
carry on.
I was going to say, I think
away.
he's Googling wizard names.
Yeah, fancy name generator. Give me wizard name.
So, yeah, Elgondo will sort of point. He'll point over to the
Sorry?
window and he'll sort of show you where the council building is.
I said you should be Harry Houdini, right?
Harry Houdini.
Now,
Harry
okay, I'm
Houdini.
going to say Flopsy does not appreciate that joke. Vicky very much appreciates that joke.
I like that.
It's a good one.
He's a very famous wizard.
Harry Houdini.
It works in your accent.
Oh,
as well.
I see what you did.
It does work, to be fair.
Can't confirm.
Fine. I wouldn't be able to think of anything better anyway. Harry Houdini it is.
Ooh.
Leave it with me, Lugas. I'm not sold, but we've got a short walk.
I'm a bit concerned by how many preloads you're doing.
Don't worry. I was debating whether I would go here or there, or. And what I'll say is, as you exit the tavern.
Well, I'm gonna. Sorry,
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
get
fine.
another. I'm gonna go and get another drink before we go.
That's fine. Don't worry. Changing the scene doesn't teleport you there. You're all right.
If you go and do that, Flopsy, who has been seeing you drink a ridiculous amount in a short space of time, is just perhaps just gonna. Julius, perhaps you should slow down. We are about to do effectively what an infiltration mission. We kind of need to be not groggy.
Jug.
Stop it, God!
Yeah.
Shush.
No, this is for the celebration for afterwards. After it goes really well, I'm sure, and no one.
Well, maybe
Suspicious
you should
of her.
wait until after to do the celebration.
I will.
Do it now.
I'm waiting. I'm just
God,
getting it.
shut up!
Are you still drinking, Gob?
Oh, yeah.
All right, roll a d20 plus 60 for me.
What's 60?
Well, you rolled 60 on your d100 last time.
Okay, I'll just roll a d20 and we'll add 60.
Yeah.
He rolled 61.
All right, you're holding your drink. So, sort of about 64% drunk. You're feeling that buzz now. You're feeling hyper. You're doing all right.
He'll spend ages pulling his sleeve all the way down to reveal the bottle that he's still holding in his hand, and he'll just clink it against Julius's.
So
Why are we bringing him?
Yeah,
Why are we bringing him? I don't know. He's just kind of tagging along at this point.
Yeah, you guys get the sense he's pissed out of his face. Like he's.
All right.
He's only gonna add to I don't know. Our
Okay.
I
Misty.
personally think that he's going to be an incredibly bad influence on you, but
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
yes, I know. But is it going to change anything? No, it isn't. So I'll say what I like.
Yeah, but you can talk about me like I'm here rather than like I'm not here. That's just
Okay,
not
you
rude.
are a terrible influence on him.
No, he went to the bar on his own, actually.
The first time, second time, and you're saying chug chug chug.
That's how I warm up for special occasions.
Right.
We don't bow
see.
down to peer pressure anyway, Mitts. We can get drunk because of our own free will.
Okay,
Yeah.
but maybe could we leave the free will until after we've done the mission?
Yeah, I'm
Yes, I
temporarily revoking your free will.
Cool. So
Okay.
as you guys exit the tavern,
Yeah.
you are out into the main street where it's strange. You sort of where you've been drinking and the night sky has fallen. You see that all the roofs have suddenly turned blue. It's quite the sight. The amount of people.
Congratulations.
The amount of people that you are seeing in the streets. There's not so many anymore, but you do now see as the night sky. You'd see the other wombles of wizards or cabals of wizards, because that's what they are, and I knew that all along. Walk up towards the council, but Elgondo will quickly go, quickly, join the back of the queue, and he'll sort of shuffle up with the other wizards, and if you lot would like to join him, you can almost at the back of the queue as this group is being ushered into the building.
Yeah, he said quickly join the back of the queue, so I'm sprinting.
One
Sprints to the back of the queue.
One wizard in particular will just immediately turn its head, and you will see this arcane eye just sort of flare up, and it will look in your direction. Roll me a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh, God.
Kicking off already.
You.
Wisdom save.
1.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
You feel your mind just suddenly start getting pierced by these unfamiliar sort of tendrils of thoughts and things like that. And Elgondo will just go, counter spell, as he reaches out to this wizard that you are seeing from afar, and he'll just say, stop. He is sprinting because he is late. A wizard is never late. And you get the sense, so Elgondo will sort of turn to you all, try not to act in any way suspicious, and he turns his head immediately to Gob. These wizards...
He's trying to cast Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Nice try, little one. Nice try. And he'll just say, they're on the lookout. They are on edge. Drawing attention will... I cannot... There is only so many spell slots I have to cast Counterspell. Put it this way.
You somehow have infinite 7th level for Simulacrum.
Be quiet.
No, that was Adam. That was Adam.
Ritual casting is innate, and I can do it every single 5 minutes, if you must know. Rinstone is the answer to that one.
Have you blown up yet?
No. Speaking of which, where is my prime? I'm telling you a lot of information. Anyway, and the Womble of wizards, the multiple Wombles of wizards will sort of pass up, and you will see that the town's guard are now sort of in front of this building, and they're checking documents from what you can see. And it is slowly coming up to you, and he will just say, look, let me do the talking. I have the relevant paperwork here. I've managed to duplicate it and minor illusion, that type of thing. Sort of these new Pathfinder spells of sort of filigree in deed and typewriting and all of those spells from that world. And if they ask you your names, make something up. Make something just... My name's Elgondo the Magnificent, all right? That's not my born name. My name's Jeff. But us wizards, we give ourselves names.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. My name's Jeff.
Diego.
And
Sorry.
you'll come up and you will be the next Wombler Wizard. And you'll see Elgondo says, "Hello there. We're here for the big important meeting that I've been summoned to. These are my Womble and so-and-so. Here are the documents." And they'll say your name, Elgondo the Magnificent. And they'll look down. Yes, I mean, that sounds like a wizard's name, for sure. Who would be next up? Who would be just behind Elgondo?
Gob is kind of trailing in behind.
And very short, overgrown clothes. You didn't ask Elgondo to change his clothes. And you'll sort of walk up, and the guards will just peer down at you. What is your name?
Double look, whiz-bang!
Roll me a deception check, please. Gob,
Double
the child in a
whiz-
dressing gown.
I thought you said these disguises were peak. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Whizbang. Are you related to Philippe Whizbang, by any chance?
My half-brother wants to move.
A nice man. On you go. And yeah, you'll do just fine. Who would be up next?
I suppose. Yeah, Hugh's there. Hello. I'm Elgondo. No, Elgondo. He's Elgondo. I'm and I'll look at Flopsy and I'll kind of Harry Houdini.
He stole your name. He stole it.
Harry Houdini. Yeah, Flopsy, this is now making you panic because that was the name in your head. Harry Houdini. Now that is a strange name. Roll me a deception check.
Guidance, babe. His hat makes a funny noise.
Yeah. Yeah, just
His hat just glows gold. Maybe that'll give him
Deception. There we go.
yeah.
Oh no!
No. I'll tell you what, because I did forget Lugas was there. Roll it with advantage. I would have let you roll that one with advantage. You know me, I love a nat one. You gave me a nat one, but you should have rolled with advantage. And then add your D4.
And a D4. Here we go.
Yeah.
I also get it. Yeah, 13
There we
total.
go.
He very much will sort of look you up and down, sort of peer around at your garb. He will see the glowing hat, which in this situation will lower the DC.
And
I'll hold up the book as well. I'll be like, huh?
It's got an eye on it.
That's a warlock
Got it.
book. I'll ignore that.
No,
And he'll let you through. Julius, as you step up, name please.
Oh man, I was at the back getting pissed. Fucking shit. Fantastic Phil.
Fantastic, Phil.
Deception check, please.
I love fantastic.
No problem.
Fantastic, Phil.
Sorry.
Not any Phil. Fantastic, Phil.
Phil, man.
Fantastic Phil with a fantastic name. I like you.
Yeah.
I like the pick. Very fitting. In you go. Flopsy.
Oh, thank you. I'll take a drink as I walk on it.
The name that you had in your head, Flopsy, Harry Houdini, sort of the only name that you can think of right now. The panic is starting to set in. These guards you see, you're the last one in the line. They're now going to be paying their utmost attention to you. Name.
Harry Potter?
Deception check, please, Flopsy.
Let
Let me just hold on. Let me just adjust the DM's DC to that ridiculous name.
Oh no.
What
No,
is-
can Hugh's hat glow again?
13.
Guidance is a touch spell, my guy. Do apologize.
No, it's not. Is it?
Yeah, it is. Guidance is a
It
touch.
Yeah, it
is
is,
a touch spell.
Guidance is a touch.
Oh well, yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Unless you want to jump out miraculously, but you're in the building. With 13, they will sort of say, right, and what can you do?
I have a stick.
She's my assistant.
Be quiet. And what does this stick do?
Put her in like these things, and then I pretend to cut her up into loads of little different pieces.
What does this stick do?
Cut her again. She's not cut up.
I'm.
Can I try and sort of like synchronize a thaumaturgy to hear her waving it around and just start slamming shutters?
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check, add in your spellcaster modifier, Lugas. And then Flopsy, roll me a performance check.
Is it a performance if I don't know he's trying to do it?
I mean, you're waving the stick around in our performance of some kind.
Oh, God.
Add mine, so it'd be...
Wow.
Can I sneak up behind this guy?
Okay.
And I want to put the bottle that I just made of random shit down the back of his trousers. Maybe slight hand it down there and pop a cork.
Sleight of hand check then, please, as you try to slide a wine bottle down this guard's belted trousers. So Flopsy, you're there with this stick with two white ends doing this. Lugas, your thaumaturgy, there's shutters sort of on the front of this council building. They just start to go whoop, whoop. The guards goes, what the fuck is this? What is going on? With
it's Mystic.
With a 16 against an active perception check of not high enough, but he obviously will feel it. But he'll sort of turn around like this and say, "Who touched me? Who did this?" And he won't see you, Gob. But as you're uncorked it, as he's swinging around, this mixture is just going to go all up his back, which doesn't appear to take effect right this second. But he'll just sort of reach behind his back like this. Flopsy, you're still waving this wand, and as you sort of tip this stick in front of you, you haven't seen anything. You haven't seen Gob, you haven't seen Lugas thaumaturgy. As you wave this stick, you see this guard's armor just completely and utterly just melt off, and this guard just looks down and goes, "Go, enter now, leave."
Thank you. And I'm gonna immediately like walk in and can I find Hugh? Like the first thing that I want to do is find Hugh.
Yeah, Hugh's right there. So you guys are sort of in the foyer, sort of archway of this large council building now.
And as you come through the door, Flopsy, Hugh's just going to pick you up and say, "I'm sorry, I panicked." And just give you a big bear hug and pick you off the ground.
And I'm just going to be like thumping on his shoulder. Let me go! You
You assholes, this is not very wizardly of you. Get off.
Sorry, yes.
I panicked. I couldn't think of anything, and now I'm Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's fucking funny. And Hugh, Harry Houdini, that's fucking funny. That's smart.
Yes. It's very smart.
Yeah.
And you all look through these double doors at this large chamber. There are these large sort of red tapestries hanging from these ornate sort of balcony areas, and you see it's almost laid out like a church, but it's more, instead of pews, they are more writing desks, and you get the sense that you're sort of looking around the crowds. There are the section for the Wombles of wizards, there are the section for nobility, and
I like the idea that it's a section for the Wombles.
Section for the Wombles.
There's always a section for the Wombles.
what appears to be happening right now is the left-hand side of the room is more debating the right-hand side of the room, and the noise, the sort of the arguments, the various different arguments that are going back and forth are quite loud, and you would very much have to dig your way through the crowd in order to get anywhere. You can see that there are various excuse me, guardsmen posted sort of as the building goes up. Everybody roll me a perception check. Oh,
Nat 20.
Those are good rolls.
who got the nat 20? Flopsy.
Me.
You can see the dark side of the fucking moon.
Shit, mate. Right, what was everybody else's rolls?
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20. So what you guys would see is, you see these sort of flurries of guards. The high rollers amongst you, or the high passive perceptions, would also see these almost brass orbs that are levitating around the room, and they're narrowing in on people and just sort of turning to them and then turning away and floating again to another side of the room. Nobody seems quite caring about what they're doing. You will notice at the back of the room that there appears to be a small congregation of guards, and one particular wizard who's quite grey in the face with tiny little spectacles. Hugh, with 21, you will see it's the gentleman that you met on the Harmony airship, the man who introduced himself as Stoll. Right at the back, with a natural 20, Flopsy, you will just make out this auburn hair child. And with a nat 20, you will see that this auburn hair child is mildly familiar to you. And he appears to be restrained. But you can't, it's very far away. I'm going to say 150 feet in that direction. This room spans right to the back.
An auburn-haired child. What was the name? Is it Alex?
Alex. As you have called it out with your nat 20, you recognise this as Alex.
Shit! Why is he restrained? I'm going to tug on Julius's sleeve.
Yes.
Wasn't that boy that you saved in Netherwinter? Wasn't that? Isn't that him?
Oh, hang on a second. I'm just gonna fiddle around with the monocle and pretend like I'm looking through it. Can I see that it looks like Alex?
As Flopsy sort of points it out, make me a perception check with advantage.
What? Let's try.
You with a 19, yep. So you will see that, yes, with Flopsy's sort of description in your head, and you've seen this auburn hair and the height of the child. You don't see any sort of restraint or anything like that, but you do sort of go, yeah, that definitely could be him.
Do we see any people around him? Are there people guarding him?
Exactly that. The guards, there are, I'm going to say 3 guards, one very noble looking figure, and this elderly man that you don't know too much, but Hugh knows as introduced to him.
Gotcha. Hey,
and on that,
He's restrained.
Seeing Flopsy and Julius looking over, saying, "No, that's the shoemaker as well. That old boy. He was a shoemaker on the Harmony.
Shoemaker.
The old one next to him. He was a shoemaker. He was asking where we were going, and actually, I saw him on the street when we were invisible as well.
Oh.
What's a shoemaker doing here?
No idea.
Probably making shoes.
I thought this.
Oh, no, you mean in the wizard room?
Well, should we head towards him if he's someone that we know? Well, you know.
I don't know. I mean, we don't want to break cover, do we?
Well, as you are all discussing this, you will see that the guards escort this child and they all go into 2 double doors at the back of the room. And as they open, it's very far away, but with your very high perception checks, you will see that there is almost like more a central chamber to this council building. You get the sense that that's more of a private room. There are these desks that sit around this central sort of walkway, and they lead Alex into that room.
I mean, he might be able to like give us a little bit of information as to what the fuck is going on. Why are they restraining a kid?
Has Stoll been left on his own?
No, Stoll went with them.
Stoll went with them. Ooh.
And as the doors open, actually, Lugas, with a 20, you're so high on perception, you will catch a glimpse of Edward Mordenkainen.
Eddie? What, did he went in the back as well?
He didn't go with them, but as the doors opened, you saw him there in the distance.
I saw him
he was already in the room.
there.
Yeah.
Well, what horrible shit has Eddie got himself stuck with? Oh no.
Is there anyone that can can we just ask for some context as we were, late?
I mean, is there like a fire?
There are just rows and rows of people. A lot of people still stood up, having their own sort of conversations. Wombles of wizards, nobles. There are a massive selection of people to talk to. But as you guys look across the room again, you do notice these brass orbs that are just sort of circling.
Heads down.
Can I listen into the conversations that people are having around us?
You certainly can. You'll hear, as it was the wizards that were last to enter, you hear a lot of sort of elderly voices just going, why were we brought here? This must have been what happened in Neverwinter. Did you hear? And another one will go, yes, I hear it's under siege. It's some kind of attack, some kind of demonic beings. I haven't heard much more. And another one will say, my familiar went over there and noticed hellfire and fissures in the ground. Quite the sight indeed. And another one will just say, I think the gods are awakening. And the others will just sort of say, oh, it can't be. And that's sort of the general consensus of these conversations, but you'll hear more if you make your way around.
Oh, so there's at least one guy who might believe us.
Is there anything about why Alex was there, restrained, brought into another room? Is anyone talking about?
No, not with your passive perception.
I mean,
my passive perception.
Well,
as long as,
taking your active perceptions
F18?
with your no one has mentioned a small boy or Alex in your current vicinity.
I will sort of telepathically ask you to sort of try and make your way over to the back there by those double doors.
You pull the right one.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I'll try and balance it. This one I'm using telekinesis to push you forwards and doing right, left.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Elgondo will just quickly say before you leave, he'll say, well, I've done my part. I have been summoned here for purposes. I wish to find out what those purposes are. So if you would excuse me, if you need me, small goblin, talk to the hat.
Yeah, we saw some suspicious business in the back room. If you could fill us in on what happens here while we check that out.
I can do that. That back room is it's where they hold trials. A courtroom.
Oh, why the fuck have they invited Eddie? He's horribly under-skilled for that level of skill.
Oh,
yes.
He's a noble, he'll have some say in it.
Yeah, but he's not... well, you'll see. Right, left.
But I want to know why there's a child on trial. A child that's literally only just appeared in the city.
Is that not from?
Sorry?
I said, does that not happen where you're from?
What, Baldur's Gate?
There's a
What's
fixed
the court
I mean-
system like in Baldur's Gate?
There is no court system. We just, kill each other.
With the sheer mention of the word Baldur's Gate, two people will overhear you. And again, their flash of an arcane eye will peer in Flopsy and Julius's direction. Make a wisdom save for me both.
Because I'm so good at those.
Counter spell.
Yeah.
14.
Roll me a d20, Gob.
Roll a d20.
Let's see if the counterspell goes off.
Go on.
No!
Oh, no.
Stop! Stop!
No way.
Stop!
God knows counterspell. Who knew?
Stop! Gob! Describe to me quickly, Gob, as these wizards just very swiftly, just both, there's two of them in the general direction that point towards your group, and both of their arcane eyes just flare up with this orange energy, and they just peer directly in Julius and Flopsy's direction as you reach your hand out and utter the words counterspell. Describe to me what you would like to do.
Well, he's very much just copying what he saw Elgondo do. So when he saw Elgondo do it, you've seen him for a little while. He's just kind of been practicing the hand movements and the semantics of it for the last little while. And then when the opportunity came up, it's just very quietly just went,
Counterspell.
not expecting it to do anything.
That's it. And what you've managed to do in this small span of time is master the craft between your verbal and somatic components, and you've nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it. And as you reach your hand out, this small, tiny, but jagged green beam sort of drips from your fingers and then just levitates in balls of acidic energy and just land on this wizard's face as his arcane eye just goes. I've been counterspelled. And you will, with a nat 20, because that's how I play D&D, successfully counterspell this one wizard. Flopsy, with a 14, you will get the sense that there is someone delving into your mind, and you can see this wizard with the arcane eye. But Julius, you are safe.
Oh, good. Because I just want to know that.
I'm going to... Ooh, right. Okay, because I've been practicing a little bit with the Argon shit and, opening and closing my mind a little bit.
Mm.
Can I try and, close my mind off?
Close your mind off. Roll a d20.
Well, how am I supposed to talk to you?
15.
You sort of close your eyes, and the room starts to sort of pulse with energy. And sound just becomes devoid, and you can feel this sort of you can hear these beats of drums coming from below you as it just goes dum 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 dum, and the tempo of these drums gets louder and louder, and your mind you can almost hear it just click and locks out any sort of intrusive visions or any intrusive thoughts from getting into your brain. And the wizard with the arcane eye will just he'll crackle and snare, and he'll sort of whisk his head back, and he'll carry on his conversation. And Elgondo will just look at you all and just say, "Be discreet. Be discreet."
Sorry. We'll do our best. And I'm just gonna grab Gob's arm and yank him over to where Hugh is probably pile driving through the crowd.
He's still just kind of, as you're dragging him along, he's still kind of just everybody passes, he's just going, counterspell.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Familiars, drop out the sky.
nothing happens. The first time you cast it, you had this sort of this Yorkshire twang that you can't just quite replicate, and you're trying to remember back. But Hugh, as you trudge forward, you see this levitating brass orb locks onto your position, and it comes in, and you can see it flare with this orange sort of glow as it stares directly at you. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm going to be extra kind of normal, like to a fault. Like, I'm trying very hard to not be suspicious.
All right, roll me a deception check, then, please.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Ooh, hello.
Yeah, and this bronze orb, it locks onto you for just a second, and the orange flare just goes, and then it just dies down slightly as it then glides somewhere else.
They're gonna find us. Lugas, they're gonna find us.
No. You're right here. I'll make you look extra wizardy, and I'm just I'm gonna cast more just. I thought thaumaturgy make his eyes sort of glow.
Yeah.
For a second. A glow blue.
It's gone really bright.
Yeah, he's easily.
No, you can still see normally.
What I'll do is in these situations next time, I'll just you two describe it as both of you together as you're essentially one person. I'll give you advantage, higher, lower DC, or
telekinesis to make him all floaty.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, you sort of see. Yeah, you sort of see the effect of some other wizards. You can almost see sort of there are multiple minor illusions of wizards where they can't be there in person. They're just projecting themselves. And quite strangely enough, over to your left, you see another Elgondo asleep in a chair, just going like that.
And occasionally, I will also magic up minor illusion like random familiar animals just on your shoulder.
Cool. So as you guys move 30 feet up, what would the rest of you like to do?
Where is these doors? Are they down the end in this image, or are they behind us or to the side?
Right at the back.
Okay.
I'm just following the path that Hugh is hewing through the crowd.
We're carving away through a sea of wizards.
Yeah. Don't imagine that there's like this gangway that's just like empty. Imagine there's people stood there and
milling about.
Yeah.
Oh, are we just making our way through crowds of people?
Yeah, it's not like a sea of people, not like a music concert, but you can just see gaggles of people just around and that's
like a conference.
Yeah, like a conference. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna try and rob somebody.
Okie dokie.
Right. Okay. I would know what that looks like. I would know what that feels like, and I am currently dragging him through a crowd. So,
well, what I'll say,
try and
what I'll say is, as you're dragging him, you drag him a little bit close to this noble figure. You see he's wearing a crown, and he's sort of just got this red vest on, and he's got a long sword attached to his hilt, and you hear him over speaking and just saying, I sent them down a hole. You wouldn't believe it, idiots. And as you sort of go past him, Gob, well, I'll say, Vicky, roll me a perception check. Or, well, with your pass
perception of 18.
Yeah, so let's look at your sleight of hand check first, Gob.
Oh,
ooh.
Yeah, okay, so roll a perception check, Vicky. Okay. You can tell he's up to something. Gob, what would you like to do?
I just as we walk past this noble and Flopsy's kind of pulling his arm or grabbing him by his scruff of his neck or whatever she's doing. I'm just gonna reach out as far as I can, pulling the sleeve up beforehand and get my hand out, and I just want to grab whatever pouch is on that guy's belt that I can get, a pouch or a coin purse, or preferably not a coin purse. I'm not really interested in gold, just like anything else.
There is a choice of two. There is a small pouch affixed to his waist, which appears to be a coin pouch. From just looking at it, you can see it's got a mediocre amount of coin in it, nothing crazy. Or you can see there's a small wooden box affixed to it, more like a trinket box.
That's the one I want.
The trinket box. Okay. And as with your dexterous fingers, you can just sort of unclip it and sort of just accidentally barge into him, and he just goes, "How dare you?" Oh well.
Whiz bang, sorry.
How odd. Very odd. Very odd indeed. This child has been... Who's brought their child?
It's a room full of professionals and gob.
Yeah. And as you get this box, you sort of open it up and you can see a small golden ring inside in this velvet cushion. Not too sure what it is, but go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Oh.
Yeah, you get the sense that this is magical in nature. You get the sense that this is a magical ring.
As Flopsy kind of continues to drag him on, and he's like, "Snatch this thing," and she continues dragging him, he'll just like open up and go, "Oh," and he'll just like show her very sneakily, like,
How the fuck did you get that?
Doesn't matter. Sneaky.
Right, well, put it away quickly and stop.
I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on a finger.
My
Gonna wear
finger.
it.
Oh,
No,
a
mine.
finger. I was going to say, like, I heard her finger, and I was like, what?
No.
Everyone in a room turns to you as you're proposing in the middle.
He's gonna drop the box on the floor and just put the ring on.
Oh my,
Okay. No,
my
well,
God.
yeah, okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna pick the box up, or at the very least, like, use my robes to kind of go over it and kick it across somewhere else.
All right. Julius, what would you be up to? Would you be following?
Oh yeah, I feel like he's on his way to being pissed at the moment. So I feel like he's kind of following everyone else, but he's kind of doing that thing that drunk people do where they have no spatial awareness, and he's kind of like accidentally like jostling people's shoulders and shit. And as he does, he's like, "Oh, sorry.
Fantastic.
Oh, I didn't see that."
Love it. Both brass orbs narrow in on your location as you are acting erratically. Roll me a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
Is it deception?
At this point, you are deceiving these. You are. How good can you keep up this disguise?
Sorry. Come on, computer.
It's all right. It's all right. A 19. Even in your drunken state, these orbs are attuned to look for things other than drunken wizards. All right, they are attuned to be.
Put the bottle to the orb and be like, "It's a potion of fucking superior intellect." Bitches.
And you hear the orbs both just look at each other, and they turn around and they'll just say, "You need it," and they will glide on.
Yeah.
So as you move up further, you are sort of halfway in the room, and you will all hear overheard conversations, and you'll pinpoint some people that will say Asmodeus, and Lugas, you will hear somebody say the name Tyr. The word gods and primes and betrayers will start to sort of fill the room. One person shouts across, "We should not let them back. Kill them all is what I say." You will hear another that will say, "They are the divine. How do you expect us to do this? We are just pawns in their game. This clock is ticking, and we have no control over it." And you'll hear another just going, just fucking kill them all. Just find them, slaughter them, and just have them out. We deal with Asmodeus as a world.
Asmodeus.
This, unfortunately, is the noble with the crown. He's not very intelligent. So as you guys are sort of moving your way up with a group, the brass orbs will focus in on your group again. Everybody roll me a group deception check for me, please.
Is that including me?
No, that doesn't include you. I'll let Hugh roll. Well, no, I'll let Hugh do it. Unless you can tell me how you would like to assist Hugh in deceiving.
Oh,
I
shite.
mean, if I can't just like making
Who just
more
rolled my
wizarding
natural
by
20? Oh no, it's cool.
I'll tell you what, Lugas.
Thaumaturgy and guidance.
I'll either let you do the thaumaturgy to give Hugh advantage, or you can cast guidance. One of the two.
Let's go with thaumaturgy.
All right. So Hugh, if you want to roll it with advantage.
So you're making me look more wizardy, is that right?
I'm making you look extra wizardy.
Can I, in which case, if I'm looking especially wizardy, can I try and intimidate the orbs with my wizardiness?
This guy is so fucking wizard.
Intimidation with yes, an intimidation check.
I'll make your eyes glow red.
Is that with advantage or not with advantage?
With advantage, if the thaumaturgy is making your eyes glow or whatever cool shit.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at deceptions quickly then. So, Flopsy, they
know.
They narrow in and their arcane eyes sort of flare up. Make a wisdom save, please. Hugh, you stare at these things, and one of the arcane eye flickers as it is now staring at you. A wisdom save for over 20. You feel these tendrils just try and pierce into this shield that you've managed to bring up, and it's keeping them at bay. But these orbs are very much just now flaring. Hugh, how would you like to intimidate these orbs other than you projecting your wizardness?
So these are like glowing orbs, like eyes looking at us, yeah.
Very
and
much.
I currently have very glowing eyes, yeah. But aside from anything else, I am a massively buff wizard with glowing eyes. I mean, I'm just gonna like stare them down.
With a 21 and with Flopsy's wisdom saving throws, you'll see these orbs look at each other and just fuck that shit, and just they will glide on. Stop rolling so well, you shitters. And
The reason I had to do that was because I rolled shit.
You guys will make it to the back of the room now, and you will see these big red double doors, and they are currently closed.
Is there a keyhole?
Yeah, there would be a keyhole, and you would, looking through the keyhole, you would see this.
Yeah, I'll say like, Hugh, just cover me for a minute, okay?
Yes, Lugas, make me billow.
Billowing activated.
And I'll just stand all majestic and glowy.
And as you look through the keyhole, you can see this.
Discreet, love it.
You can see this oval courtroom with one main central plinth where a figure shrouded in almost darkness is sat, but you can see other people sat around these kind of like writing desks, all appearing, all writing something, and you can see Alex in the center of this courtroom, restrained by magical means.
Do I see any other entrance into the room?
You will not. It is this single entrance.
Okay, I'm going to turn back to the group. Okay, so it's an oval room. You got a lot of people at writing desks. Alex is in the middle, being restrained by some kind of magic. That Stowe guy is in there somewhere.
And I think I saw
And your
Eduardo
friend
there.
Eduardo as well. Edward.
His brother's Eduardo.
They're all in there, but there's no other way in. If we're going to go in, we need to go through this entrance.
Yeah. I mean, is this entrance just like a massive double doors that aren't like, there's nothing like, there's no like pillar or anything in front of them?
No. Big two red double doors. I'm going to say there is a pillar there. Like, you could roll me a perception check, Lugas, underneath a hat.
Let's see a pillar.
You see the inside of a hat.
Harmony.
There is a pillar there, but it's obviously it's not just shrouding you from everything. But with
Ooh, 19.
with a 19 perception, you will see that nobody's focused on you. You've managed to deceive your way to the back of this. Nobody is paying you attention.
Okay, I think after like scaring just looking under the brim of the hat, I'll sort of project to the group. I think no one's looking at us in here. However, I think the bigger problem is us opening a random door to a room full of people in the middle of a court session.
I cause a distraction?
No, because at the moment we're being discreet, and regardless if we enter the room, we're gonna make a big fuss anyway. But we can't just leave him there.
They don't know who I am.
Yeah, but like, that's not a good thing, because if we're all entering the room after you, we're trying to get in there. We're already not known here, and we're trying to get in there.
You could be chasing me, trying to catch me because I'm being noisy. You're being good wizards.
Just looking at the lock, I'm going to presume, based on wizard, do I feel like, having looked through it already and knowing what a locked lock looks like, did it look locked?
It did not look locked. So you would be able to tell with your skills if this tumbler was in a locked position. This is not.
And there were no other entrances or exits in the room?
No.
We could always lock them in.
Well, that doesn't help, Alex.
Walk in there, throw off our wigs, and be like, "Hey, bitches!" And then, I mean, what else are we gonna do? Like, I am
going to just like step towards Julius, grab him by his face, and like look at him dead in the eyes. And I want to see how diluted his pupils are based on the amount of and how smelly his breath is.
Oh, bad. He's pissed. He's very drunk.
Julius, what the fuck have you done?
What? Why did... We were always going to come here and, announce ourselves, right? Well, what did you think was going to happen?
I was going to hope that you were sober.
Hey, sober as a judge.
That's a great idea. Julius, do you think you could talk them round? You could create an excuse for us going in there.
Yes. 100% confident.
Oh, God.
You could be the judge. You could be the replacement judge.
Yes.
Please, please.
No,
please, no.
Come on. They're never going to know.
Lord. This is the one time we needed a charismatic character, and the charismatic character is drunk.
I'm even more charismatic when I'm drunk. What are you talking about?
Shush.
At the moment, I hate you, Brett.
Stop talking so loud. I've said someone's rolling perception. I can be as loud as I want because I'm speaking psychically. Shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna speak lower. I'm just gonna say, right, we're gonna go in. We've gotta save the boy. We promised his parents that we would. But what's the game plan?
Okay, well, other than just knowing we've got in with a couple of the people in there. Hugh's got his Stoll guy. I've got Edward.
And I'm the judge.
No.
So it does.
Julius, do you want to just sit down for a minute while we?
I think you need to cause ruckus and then get them on your side. So if you've got friends in there, people you know, I'll go in, I'll be all rowdy, and then you come in and try and chase me off, and then you be all like, he's a naughty goblin, and they're like, thank you for coming and chasing him out. And then you're in.
But I'm just saying, it's going to look like we chased you in.
Yeah, fine.
No, that's not fine. That's really bad.
No,
why?
I see. He was already doing ruckus in here,
And
then we chased. I don't. And then we sort of trying to chase him out of doing ruckus in here. Unfortunately, there's no really evidence of ruckus. Don't do any ruckus. So we chased him through there.
Does a ruckus feel wizardy though? I mean,
No.
surely it's ruckus just to make a
be a
dramatic
wizard.
entrance. I object or something.
But
Dramatic entrance.
what if we just chase him in there and then we're like, oh, stop it doing ruckus, And they're like, cool, fine. And then they don't say anything until we
Why don't
leave the room.
that's
I know you've broken the ice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think, like, you know, in terms of wizards, the few wizards that I've met are arrogant arseholes who just want to show who their power is. Elgondo's the nicest one that I've met so far. Like, maybe we should just go in presuming that we own the place and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
gonna,
like it.
walk in
We
like we're
should-
meant to be there.
Strided.
Yeah, and just like sit down at a desk somewhere.
Excellent
like,
idea.
let's do that.
You will open the door.
Let's do that.
Oh, so we'll open the door. Oh, fuck.
As you open the door, Hugh, I will say, yeah, I've described it enough. You'll come over to here where you four will not quite be in the room.
It's about
yet.
that.
It's gonna go well, guys. Don't worry.
You
We'll be
four
fine.
are in this room that you can see. I don't need to describe it anymore, and you will see Alex on this raised plinth being addressed,
Oh, no.
but making out conversations from back even further than you are on this battle map is hard to hear at the moment. You would have to move closer.
Please
Where's
tell
the
me
race?
the Aarakocra that is the judge is called Jonathan. Please tell me.
Yeah,
he
please
is,
tell me his name.
he is now.
Is do they turn to look at us when we walk in?
Nobody appears to have noticed you just yet because I rolled
Oh.
so fucking shit.
I am immediately
Oh.
going to run, and I'm going to try and hide up on this thing up here. I
Okay.
immediately don't want to be seen.
Okay, doke. So yeah, move yourself where you want to be, bud.
I was just immediately kind of run, and then I want to try and hide.
No need for a stealth check. You're good because I've rolled perception. Yeah, I'm just going to say
I'm gonna make Hugh as wizardy as wizardly possible, and I'm gonna
Yes.
try and steer him sort of like next to Edward.
Okay, doke.
Can I?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
stop right there, Hugh and Lugas for me. Flopsy, Julius, what would you
I'm-
like to be?
I'm gonna like stealth behind this pillar and into the darkness.
You can certainly do that right there. Yeah.
Why have I left the drunk on his own?
I'll drag Julius with me.
Okay, thank you.
Julius, would you like to go with Flopsy?
You're right. Now, shit, we're meant to be going that way. I'm gonna try and go down the middle.
Oh.
Okay, doke. Yeah, you put yourself where you want to
Well,
be.
I don't know. I'm gonna follow where Hugh is. Well, I can't see Lugas. Who's under the hat. I'm gonna try and go with Lugas.
And I'm just gonna, as he breaks away from me, I'm just gonna like carry on behind the pillar. I'm just gonna just like a worried hand on my face. Just, oh God.
Hugh, as you sort of turn the corner, or Lugas, you will see Edward Mordenkainen. Hugh, you will see Stoll in the corner of the room. The conversation as you are descending down these stairs are now, we are looking at what is a devil. This creature was brought to us as a divine being, a celestial being, that you are all in charge of today in determining its fate. And you will just see this boy of Alex just sort of quaking. He's down on his knees, restrained. Hugh, you will now see these restraints are arcane in nature. Both hands are sort of behind his back. His legs are bound as well. He has this belt around him that is glowing, like physically glowing with this orange energy that often floats off of Flopsy in certain times. And this Aarakocra will just, or Jonathan will just flap out his wings and just say, "You two, what business do you have here? Who are you?"
Apologies, we're late. We're from the council. And I will.
You're from the council.
Yes, the secret council.
Yes.
And I'll wink.
So secret even I don't know about it. Roll me a
Yeah,
deception
Yeah.
check.
As he winks, I'll thaumaturgy a ding.
Right. Do me a favour, roll a deception check as a straight roll, because I don't feel Lugas has given you advantage there.
Come on.
Oh no! Can I use my inspiration to reroll that?
You certainly can. You certainly can. Julius, go ahead and roll me a deception as well.
You rolled so many ones.
Okay. Sorry.
That's better.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that ding did help.
As you say these words, this Aarakocra just looks in your direction, immediately sees through your bitter lies, and this ding goes off with the thaumaturgy, and as this ding goes off, Lugas, the time around you just goes, and as you say it again, this Aarakocra now just goes, "Ah yes, the secret council. I know it well.
Secret council.
Come on
no,
in.
You don't.
Join us."
Yeah.
If Flopsy looks across the hallway, she'll just see Gob, and he's just kind of going.
What's...
Cheese slice.
Do you speak
Do you-
sign language?
Yeah, do you have common sign language or no?
No,
Oh, well.
I have
Good.
thieves' can.
Not what this is. He doesn't have common sign language. He's just.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Love it.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
I-
voice.
I mean, at this point, it's above the table, Vicky, whether you actually understand this guy or not.
It's gibberish.
Fantastic.
He's just trying to be cool.
No, what I am going to do, however, because they're telling me that they're saying that this kid's a demon, right?
You getting that impression?
Can I use my special ability?
Your special ability.
Special ability.
As your eyes flash and the room itself is gas, like it's just sort of drenched in this ephemeral sort of smoke and mist. Everybody is devoid in this room, apart from a glint of a red ball where Alex is stood.
Mm-hmm.
Does it remind me of like the devilish hellfire of Asmodeus, but like smaller and weaker?
Different. It's not hellfire, it's more of a succinct, subtle orb.
Evil?
Are you getting like what's the vibes of this orb?
Yeah,
Am I getting like bad vibes?
You're getting some bad vibes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hugh
gonna
and Lugas, place yourself where you want to be.
Stay locked on him.
Just next to it.
Ow, you bumped into me. Julius, put yourself where you want to be.
I'm gonna sit next to this dude. Okay, fella. Secret council.
Okey-dokey. My brain's just gone. I don't even know who that guy is.
Council.
Just a token I adler is a bloke in a mask. He just goes, "Good day there, chap." And the Aarakocra will sort of begin its business today. We are here to bring justice. We are here to right the wrongs of the past. The gods, as you know, are reawakening. Asmodeus has been sighted in Neverwinter. We must protect our lands. We cannot let what happened happen again. What we have in front of us may be a god. It may be just one of their minions. But for sure, we know it as evil and devilish. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but it is of the opinion of higher-ups that the gods that brought destruction upon our lands many years ago took on a mortal form. They took on a form to lay in hiding, to come back when they were stronger, to finish the job. We believe now is their time of reawakening, as we have seen with Asmodeus. I say to you, what is our course of action? And you hear one of them just goes, kill him. Send him back. And then you'll hear another one just going, you cannot kill a god. You cannot kill a divine being. They will just simply reborn. They will rebirth in another body. Aye, but it will give us time. It will give us time to find them again. We can delay this. Jonathan, you must hear us. And you'll see the Aarakocra just sort of taking both sides of the argument. Is there anything you guys would like to do or say?
Sneaking up, moving further forward. I want to try and get here if possible.
Where do you want to get to?
At least here.
I'm going to need a stealth check to get to there.
Yep.
$18, good enough. Well, you don't know if it's... Well, that's good enough. I don't play with rogues. They confuse me.
I'm going to shoot
Can I do
Julius.
the same but on the other side?
Sure, roll a stealth check. Then go for it, Hugh. What are you up to?
I'm going to shoot Julius an encouraging look and just kind of nodding at the Aarakocra.
I'll
18,
put my
Flopsy.
hand up.
So you put your hand up, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Why? No, don't speak.
I'm gonna go, hey, Magic Mike from the Secret Council. How did we determine that it was evil?
Ooh.
Also, as I'm saying that, insight check the kid to see if he recognizes my voice.
Oh, good shout. No insight check needed. He will turn and he has sort of this persuasive glint in his eye, like he has recognized your voice and he's turned. The Aarakocra will just say, stay focused, and he will cast a spell and it will just sort of restrain the child once again, and you will hear the cries of pain from this child just as he goes, as his whole body tenses and he stares back. His body is almost being puppeted. The Aarakocra will now look in your way and just say, we have our means.
Like, what if you got it wrong? Because you're stupid.
Oh.
Wizards love being called stupid, it's fine.
Then what do you suggest that we do? I am not here to just understand. I am here to debate. You're saying we should not kill the child, I assume. But what is
I'm
we should
finding
do?
it hard to make a determination based off how reliable your conclusion is that he's evil.
And you will all see now as this boy, shackled, sort of bound by his arms and legs, just sort of goes limp slightly as you all feel this tremor in the room starts to violently shake, and everybody's like, ooh, oh. And then the tremor just stops slightly and you can just hear this you fucking fools. Go on, try and kill me. As this body of this small child just levitates slightly off of the air. It's still bound, it's still like that. And the fear in this Aarakocra's eyes as it's, as the Aarakocra stares at it. And the whole head of Alex that you see just turns 180 like the Exorcist and just stares at you all. And he just, he will say to you all, you are all such fucking vermin. In these next couple of days, weeks, I will see to it that you are all wiped out. Your lands have perished, and we will finish what we fucking started. And this black ichor will just drip from his mouth onto the back of his, onto his back, and it will drip down and it will coagulate in the center of this room. And two large shambling mounds will appear in the center of the room.
Yeah.
Everybody roll initiative, and I'll click the right button this time. While you do that, let's put on some combat music.
Do you grab a bloater for one of the shambling mounts?
A bloater.
God, can I stop? Can I have my last one?
I call bloaters in...
Just waiting on you there, Gob.
It's rolling but not doing anything.
There it goes.
I get it.
Gob.
And we will go ahead and begin combat. So, as Alex has, or this now sort of frightful feature with its exorcist head going on, has sprawled forth this, these sort of amalgamations, he will let forth this shrieking cry, which I will roll collectively for the left and right. Hugh and Julius make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. What was it?
And Hugh, Lugas, and Julius, actually. Uh, 23, 15, 19. Hugh, you will be pushed back 15 feet and you will fall prone. The rest of you will just be pushed back 15 feet as you stay on your feet. Julius, yeah, I'll move you to there. Gob, you wouldn't have been hit by this, and everybody else goes back. Sorry, it was his go first, so I've got to do this now. Yeah, you'll see as Edward gets pushed into the wall, he just, and it is damaged him heavily as they rolled a nat 1 on that side.
Oh no.
That will be his turn as this frightful scream just pierces all your ears and everybody's just sort of pushed back into the room. These shambling mounds, however, don't appear to be affected. Flopsy, it's over to you with Gob on deck.
Okay, I am hidden, so I'm still in in the ethereal plane. Do I see the shambling mounds in the ethereal plane, or are they just like...
I'm going to say yes, you will see the shambling mounds, because otherwise combat won't be fun for you.
Okay, so This is what I would like to do, is I don't actually want to hit the shambling mounds with my arrow. I want to hit the apprentice wizard, but I specifically am aiming for the red orb.
Okay, go for it. Roll, roll to hit.
Oh,
Yes! Bad.
Roll your crit damage for me, please.
on this child.
Brilliant.
Roll your sneak attack.
And as I go to sneak.
Double the dice, yeah?
So I'll it doesn't actually, so that it will have to double that, say 16.
Well, just roll 2 more because I don't double. Well, you just roll 2 more dice because I'm running rules as written.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Yeah, that was even better then. 19 plus 7, so it'll be 26 points of piercing damage. And this red orb will just violently shake. It'll just and reverberate. Cool.
I then want to Wails from the Grave. I'm going to attack the shambling man closest to me with that one. That's 4 necrotic damage.
As Womble calls him a dick.
Dick, wait.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run back behind this pillar and cunning action hide.
Sorry, which one did you Wales of the Grave? The top one?
The top one, yeah.
Yeah, Octopus Man.
Octopus Man. Okie doke. Gob, it is over to you.
Okay. I'm hidden from him?
Yep, he's currently not looking your direction.
Okay. He'll moist monsters! And he'll whip out his crossbow and flick it in his fingers and load a bolt. And I'll fire a crossbow bolt at him with advantage, since I'm hidden.
With advantage. That will hit.
22 to hit. 8 points damage.
Is that piercing damage by any chance?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. I would have thought that piercing would do. Never mind. Yeah, as your crossbow bolt flies true, it sort of it flies into this mound of flesh, blood, and mucus as it's crawling towards you all. It hasn't actually moved yet, but your crossbow bolt just lands in there and just sticks in. You don't even see it come out the other side, but you do see that it does damage.
Nice. And then I'll run 30 feet up to this desk and kind of like slide underneath it to like get underneath it. And as I'm pushing past it, excuse me, coming through. And then I'll slide under the desk, and then I'll bonus action hide.
All right, roll me a stealth check then, please. Unless there's a different ruling for that, Jack, I wouldn't know.
Oh, whoa. Oh dear. It's only an 8.
All right. Yeah, you think you're hidden.
But I'm under the thing.
You are under the thing. All right. We'll see how that is, but you have just shot at him.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just hoping I'm in some kind of cover.
Yeah, you would definitely be in cover from a ranged attack right now. Anything else with your turn, Gob?
That's me done. Thank you.
Lugas, over to you.
Okay. I will, I guess, jump out from the hat that has, I'm assuming, been knocked off Hugh's head since he fell over.
Huzzah!
Ha! Like jump on Hugh's belly or something. Yeah. And I will sort of like telekinetically say to Edward, "Get the fuck out of here!" And then I'm gonna attempt to guiding bolt Octopus face.
Go for it. Guiding bolts never hit, mate.
I heard Lugas is hit pretty often.
Come on, I believe in you.
Come on.
Go on.
Come on. Oh, yeah, curse.
Oh, I've got the effects. Jack, did you see the effects? I didn't know that was a thing.
AB2A.
11 will miss.
Oh.
Curse continues.
There goes half my spell slot.
Warlocks, man. Anything else, Lugas?
I mean, no one's... yeah. I can do as a bonus action. I'm gonna just... I'm gonna cry. I will sanctuary myself.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm going
just knock off. Knock off.
Take the use, and I'll just say it's a with safety.
Quite all right. Any movement there, sir?
I mean, I'll go a bit forward. I'll slap myself like there because I know it is quite fragile.
And he'll sort of notice you and just say, "Lugas, is that you?"
I said, "What are you doing here, pal?"
"What are you doing here?" And that's as much as you'll get out of him for now, as this sort of 8 tentacles just whipping around, and it's also sort of this amalgamation of less blood and feces and that type of thing, but more black ichor and tendrils springing out and whipping about the room as it will move its movement speed to here and attack you, Lugas.
Make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
DC 15, yeah?
Yes.
He will not attack you.
Yes.
How does that work with multi-attack, by the way? Is it just the first attack or the attack?
So because he's failed, he can either give up his turn or he can move to another target, but with multi-attack, that's the same action.
It's the same. Yeah, that makes sense. Then he will end his turn because that is all of his movement. And you get the sense that this guy he's quite a slow-moving amalgamation as it moves closer to you. Hugh, over to you.
Right. I will... So I'm prone.
You're currently prone, yes.
So I will get up and spend half my movement speed to get up and run the rest over here.
Mm-hmm.
I will shift
Bonus action.
as a bonus action. Yeah. Do that. Do I need to press a button in the chat? Probably.
I could do that for you. Hold on. There you go.
Okay. And then I will take a swing-a-ding with one of those. Yes, from underneath my wizard's robes, out comes my old felling axe, and I'll take a big old swing. And
you have an advantage because you
fuck it up. No, I'm. Well, am I? I
If you
would assume
move,
I need to go one.
yeah, if you move to there.
Can I move to there? I wasn't sure because my movement speed.
Have the speed, did you?
Oh, you didn't have the speed, sadly.
No,
yeah.
there.
You can reckless.
I can't because I didn't rage. Rage
raging.
next time.
You don't have to reckless.
Yeah, you
to
don't.
rage.
Yeah, you don't have to rage.
Yeah, you do.
No,
I think.
Really?
I'm pretty
No,
sure
you don't.
You have to be raging.
you don't have to.
Really?
Go
You don't,
I'm
you don't have to be raging to reckless, but you won't get your rage attack bonus.
yes.
Yeah, I swear.
I'm like 50% on this roll. I'm not too sure, but as far as I knew, you could reckless without raging. But if someone could check that. But for now, if you'd like to retcon,
Yeah, I will
so-
retcon that.
there's sort of
It
two.
doesn't say you have to be raging.
Yeah, sort of two retcons there because reckless attack you do when you have multi attack you have to say it at the start of your attacks.
Yeah.
So we've learned all something today. So yeah, go ahead and do retcon the reckless if you like.
Yeah, cracking. So I'll just make another attack. Yeah.
Only because now I get to hit you with advantage, which is great.
Absolutely.
That will hit.
That's if you survive. Damage normal. So 15.
Nice big swing as you sort of carve off this one of the tendrils as it just slithers around on the floor. Anything else you?
No. Oh, yes. Hang on. Wait. Sorry, I just need to check something.
Bonus action and movement.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's Divine Fury.
Oh yes.
No, it's while you're raging, so it's fine.
No worries. It is over to this undead mound who will see the goblin that has shot it. He won't quite know where you are, but he'll just sort of... And it's these skin-like tendrils will just sort of reach under the desk and he will attempt to hit you, Gob. Oh, that's sad. 12 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okie doke. Let me just check something a second. Bollocks. Alright, he'll go ahead and make a second attack on you. Which will 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Nine points of bludgeoning damage as it reaches under and sort of hits you, and it tries to almost scoop you up and attempt to engulf you, but you get the sense that just with one attack it doesn't quite get the purchase on you. That'll be its turn. Julius, over to you.
Okay. Pretty tapped, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna, Julius is like still holding his bottle in one hand like this, is gonna like pop his hands together, drag them apart, and then now there's 4 drunk Juliuses.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Mirror Image
Yeah.
as my action. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So mirror image. Let me just go down that spell slot. And it's my action, right?
Yep.
What are like the other wizards in the room doing?
We don't know yet. They will
They're just out
act
there.
in a second.
Is Bardic Inspiration, that's a...
Bonus action.
That's a bonus action. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to say, get him, big guy, and I'm going to give Hugh Bardic Inspiration as my bonus.
Fantastic. Still a D6 at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Fantastic.
I'll tell you if it's not. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Anything else, Julius? Any movement?
Is there any cover I can find?
If you crouch down, which you will, if you crouch down by here, you would be able to get cover, but from a shambling mound, probably not.
Try and give myself a little bit of cover, and other than that, no, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. All right, so the rest of the people in this room will...
Can I see Edward's D4 firebolt?
Yeah, all right, I got you. I forgot about that. Has he got it? I'll tell you what.
I mean,
Edward will attack this one. I'll give him a +4 to hit. What's its AC? So as this fireball just goes, it just misses completely.
Now run.
Let's put him into initiative. Just remember he's got a +4 to hit. The rest of the people with what did I roll? 10 and a 12. Some of them will start to just shimmer and disappear. And we will see. 1.
Do I notice anything in the ethereal plane with that one, or are they like teleporting?
You will just see sparks of smoke just go as you can see there is arcane afoot in that direction, then it disappears. So yeah, they have just disappeared from this plane. It is over to Alex, who will just... Actually, he can't do anything on this turn. Never mind. Flopsy, it is over to you with Gob on deck.
So, I'm going to come out of hiding. And I'm going to aim for that red orb again.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want me to target the boy, or do you want me to just kind of
target the boy?
Just tell you the damage.
Yeah,
target the boy.
Target the boy. Boy.
That'll hit.
24.
Yep.
Oh no, that's attack. Damage roll. Oh god. Oh god. Go away. Too many things open. Right. Nice. 10 damage.
Yes.
Plus sneak attack. 7 sneak attack damage.
7 sneak attack. Yeah.
And I don't think I can well to the grave him now because I think he's too far away. So, yeah, he is way too far.
Now, you do get the sense now, even in the ethereal plane, that you are noticed where you are now. If you wanted to stealth, you would need to be somewhere else. As that's 2 attacks that you've made from that position.
Okay. Okay. Right. I will. Do I looking at the red orb, not the demon child, am I noticing anything about it? Is it weakening, dying, cracking?
It's slowly sort of ovulating. I've done it again. Ovulating. Fuck me, I've done it.
It's not ovulating.
It's vibrating, and it's slowly getting more violent. You don't get the sense that you are dealing damage to this. You have to remember you're attempting to do damage to a celestial divine being, but it's doing something.
Something good.
Okay.
When you say I'm noticed and I need to leave, do you mean like the kind of general kind of area, or do you mean
above
like...
the table? If you tried to roll stealth there, I can't just let you go into hiding in the same spot and keep firing to get sneak attack.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, okay. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. That's all. And then I will cunning action dash.
Are you going to try and stealth behind that side?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Because, but it puts me in cover.
Okay, it puts you in, yeah, definitely puts you in cover. Well, these things
never expect it.
I'll go this side.
I went right this time.
Gob, it is over to you with Lugas on deck.
Okie dokie. I will bonus action Nimble Escape, aka disengage.
Sweet.
Run to there. Fire on him again.
$22.
22.
That will hit.
Yeah, 5.
Oh. Cool.
I'm done.
Gob, you will remember that that delicious green dust you have on. All right? Just call it out. Lugas, it's over to you.
Okay. Lugas will dash 5 feet that way.
To take an attack of opportunity. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, still. Sorry, yes. It's because you moved your mouse. You moved your mouse away. I thought you moved.
Oh, okay. No. I've dashed 5 feet there, and I'm gonna attempt to bite it.
Okay.
Because I don't have any melee spells.
This is gonna taste horrendous. It was only disadvantage if you go for a ranged attack on a target within 5 feet of you. So
it'll be a straight roll then, wouldn't it?
I can steer, but like.
No, it wouldn't be a straight roll. 'Cause you don't get flanking on ranged attack spells.
Oh, okay.
I've forgotten where the feature is.
Sharp tusk. It is in your features somewhere.
Sharp tusks. There we go. Attack roll. No. Oh no, that would be at advantage. Whoops.
That would be advantage. That one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do that again.
That'll. Yep, that will hit.
I don't have a damage option.
To just roll it manually, then, bud.
Okay.
May I have a look for you?
1 and 1d4.
Is there a 1d4 plus 1? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's 1 piercing. 1 piercing.
1 piercing damage, 3 psychic.
Yep. Psychic. Oh, fuck me.
Oh god. Ah.
As this
very aggressive DJ up north.
deafening, just microphone sound just goes as you bite into this tendril and it tastes of black ichor. It's disgusting. Feels quite nostalgic.
Did I get any superpowers?
Sadly, no.
Oh damn! That was
Maybe you wake up in the morning and can web stuff. I don't know. Anything else, Lugas?
I need it. Yeah. I will bonus action healing light. And I'll heal Gob a d6 of health.
Yeah, boy!
I'm just going to roll the d6 and remove it from a total because I can't be asked to figure it out.
Nice.
You heal
Oh. It tickles!
He's just
feel minorly better.
He's popped a Thomas the Tank Engine plaster on your knee, mate.
From a distance of 60 feet.
Assuming that ends your turn, the shambling man will attack you, Hugh, with advantage because of your reckless attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that'll be a 26 to hit. He will deal normal damage. So that'll be 15 points of bludgeoning damage. He will go for a second swing on you. Shit, that should have been with advantage, so hold on. That'll hit anyway. Let me just roll d20, make sure it's not crit. This is not. He will roll the damage on that. As both I need to apply that too. Hold on. As both sort of these tendrils slam at you both, it opens up its gaping maw and it will engulf you entirely, Hugh. You are now blinded and restrained.
Blinded and restrained.
Yeah, so I'm going to say what you are seeing, you are within this creature. You are seeing this black ichor just flow around you, and you are completely blind of anything apart from you are within this creature. So what I'm actually going to do... no, I'll just leave you there. Just remember that you are engulfed. It is over to Edward Mordenkainen, who will attempt to, with a +4, cast his Whiz-Bang Firebolt, which will miss as it hits the roof. That is the end of his turn.
Wizard.
Hugh, it is over to you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
I can. Yes, normal.
Yes, you mean can.
24. Yes. So that's fine. So you feel yourself sort of being poisoned and attacked from within, but you manage to sustain your constitution and will not take any damage. But you are currently restrained and blinded. But you are grappled and blinded. But you are able to attack this creature with disadvantage within.
Yes. Well, so that's angry making. So I will rage.
And I should also note that none of you can now see Hugh at all. And yes, you can, bonus action rage.
So everything's at disadvantage. So if I attack recklessly, then it would be a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Yes. So I will attack recklessly from inside normal.
That's going to hit.
That's going to hit. Excellent. Damage. Normal. Oh, damn it.
I didn't. Oh, there it is.
Okay. And then I will also add on some Divine Fury. Which I will find one of these days. Divine Fury. 1d. That's the roll. Add on another 4.
Nice, as you'll see this blare of divine fury coming from within this creature. It's now engulfed your friend. You can see him battling on the inside of it. You will not get any movement, Hugh. Apologies. So I assume that is the end of your turn. It is over to this shambling mound, who he does not like you, Gob. I'll tell you what. He's not an intelligent creature. 1 or 2, he goes for you. Ooh. And then he will action dash to move to here. That'll be the end of his turn. Julius, it is over to you.
I'm gonna try and stab him.
Go for it.
No.
Sorry. This guy. Oh no, he's barely injured.
That will hit.
Okay. Sorry. Damage. On foundry. It's frozen.
Just, do you want me to do it?
Can you roll the damage for me, please? Yeah, it's not letting me click anything.
That'll be 8 points piercing damage.
Nice. And can I can't do anything on Foundry at all. Can I please make it a mobile flourish?
Mobile flourish, roll a d8. Have you got dice on you, or do you want me to do it? It's d6, sorry, isn't it?
Oh, it's doing something now. Yeah, it's doing something.
Just roll a d6.
Okay. Nice.
And remind me again, does that apply to the damage, or that applies to your AC? Is your AC on mobile?
Mobile
Damage,
flourish.
and then I get to move him. Let me just check. Sorry, what it actually says. Blade flourish.
No, your character's gone. On your turn, your walk speed increases by 10 feet until the end of your turn.
I push the target up to 5 feet plus the number rolled. So I move him 10 feet away.
God, it doesn't even say that the creature has to be medium. Fair enough.
You can do that to a rat.
So I move him 10 feet away, and then I can use my reaction to move up to my walking speed to an unoccupied place for them.
Do you want to
No,
move
I
up
don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
Nah. I just want to kick him away from me.
Yeah, you certainly can. So that's fine. That is done.
And then I can move. So, where am I going to move to? Who's inside a tentacle monster? My movement is very right? Right, get there. You can get there.
You can stand where Hugh is as well, by the way.
Because Hugh's in it.
That's really stupid, isn't it? I'm drunk.
Alright, you will take an attack of opportunity if you move there, though. Mobile doesn't stop you from taking attack of opportunities.
Yes, I kicked him. Sorry, I kicked him away, didn't I? Yeah, sorry, no, that's really stupid.
You put yourself here, you can, like, as long as you...
Actually, you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go there.
Alright. Cool. It is over to the apprentice wizard who... Gob, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Yep.
It is just you. With a 14, you will feel this. You will feel this blast push you back 15 feet. But you will not be knocked prone, so that's fine. That's all he can do. So he only affects you because you're in a range. Flopsy, over to you.
Right. Can I attempt to cunning action hide at this point?
I'm going to say you can attempt it, but the DC is super high because you've attacked twice from that position. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I don't really have anywhere else to go at this point, like without going across the room, and that's going to take up all of my movement. So
you can still.
May as well
get
try.
Your advantage on these creatures because they're base to base with other people. Do you see what I mean? This creature you could get.
No,
advantage.
that gives me sneak attack. It doesn't give me advantage.
It gives you advantage, doesn't it?
I mean, if you're only if you're flanking.
Oh.
I'm not flanking. So I get my sneak, but I wouldn't get my advantage. So I may as well attempt it because at the very least I can potentially get advantage. So yeah.
Just roll a stealth check.
21.
21. Yeah, I'll say one last advantage turn from that position. Like you're really cutting it close on that one now.
And I'm going to pop out and then attack. I'm going to stop attacking the Celestial and instead I'm going to attack the Shambling Mound that has now eaten Hugh.
That'll miss, sadly.
Oh shit!
Is your arrow goes wide?
Then that is it for me. But I will, in the last bit of my go, stare at the misty man with the great sword and the big pointy hat. And will shout at him.
And he will turn to you, and he will say, "Break its bonds." And that'll be all it says.
Break its bonds.
Break the bonds of the creature. And he'll point in Alex's direction.
Mr. Bond.
Do I see the bonds in the ethereal plane, or is it just...
No, you just remember that they're there. You just see this glowing red orb, but
okay.
you can break this ethereal plane whenever you want. So.
Okay, cool. Right. Okay then. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How low is? How high is this bit?
5 feet.
Whoa.
I'm gonna just pop down that.
Yeah, so you can hop down quite easily, but yeah.
If there was a time to shout something at Gob, it would be now.
Yes, don't worry, I am about to shout it in a minute. I'm gonna look at him. Not like verbalize anything, but I'm just gonna look at him as I stand next to him. And I'm not going to incite him. I'm just going to presume that I can, yes. I'm going to presume that I can trust him because he seems to have a suitable aura and Hugh seems to like him. And then I'm just going to look at Gob, who is the closest person to Alex. Break the bonds!
What?
The chains! Break the chains! And that's all I'm going to say, because I only have 6 seconds. So you're going to have to, like, do with that what you will.
Very well.
Gob, over to you.
Okay, parkour.
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 Parkour. Parkour. Because you have said it, roll me an acrobatics check.
Parkour.
Parkour. Oh no, parkour. Parkour. What I'll say, where did you come from? Let's do this mechanically.
Where did you go? Where
so
did you come from? Yeah, there.
Yeah, you won't be able to make it to him by natural means, so if you did actually want to parkour, you will fall to this space here, so you won't be within 5 feet.
That's fine. Put me where I'll be.
Yeah.
Put me where I need to be.
There you go.
And what do I see on him?
You currently
arms?
don't see him.
Ah!
Because this is a raised platform and you have parkoured and fallen off the back, unless you want to retcon it and try and go up the other way.
Which way?
Like the ways with the stairs.
The stairs.
That's the stairs up to him there, on the other side.
That's take me longer. I still won't get up to him. I want to either be here, or can I get there?
I feel with an acrobatics check of an 8, I could say that
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay, go for it.
Not much below.
Oh no!
No, 13.
No.
Yeah. Then you will parkour.
Brilliant.
I just wanted a 10. I just wanted a 10. I had to make you roll to get somewhere you couldn't naturally get to with your walking speed. Does that make sense?
Fine. Yeah. No, I'm happy with that. So, what do I see? Bonds? Does that compute in God's brain?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the way I described it is his legs are bound, his arms are bound, and there is this arcane belt around this creature's waist. This boy's waist.
Fine.
So bonds is pretty apparent that he is bonded.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, go be black.
Okay.
And I will come out into my hybrid form.
Nice.
If you give me the other toucan.
Oh, yeah. Where are you?
You see, he just kind of like rips his skin off and just becomes this. That's annoying.
Yeah,
I still need that one though.
It's not done the thing. Just pop him over there. Just roll with that character sheet, and I'll keep you in initiative. We're doing it live.
Yeah.
You know what to do,
that's
DM
cool.
boy.
That's cool. In which case, then I will use my predatory strikes on the belt around his waist.
Cool. Yeah, it's not too much of a higher DC to hit, so because it is just like a normal strike. A 15 will hit.
13?
It's 15.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yes, it is.
Because 13 won't hit, but a 15 will.
That's fine. 11 points of slashing damage against the belt thing.
Slashing damage. So the belt, you get the sense that the belt is arcane in nature, and it does take some damage, but he's not released from the belt itself yet. The belt is the main thing that is sort of keeping it at bay. So yes, anything else, Gob?
No, that'll be my turn. Oh shit, I can attack again.
Go for it. Oh yeah, you have
got extra attack.
Yeah. Read into that what you will, players.
Fuck.
No, you don't.
9.
Yeah, that will not hit, sadly. You staying right there, Gob?
Yeah.
Lugas, over to you. Hugh is currently engulfed.
And yeah, that's currently my main priority. If I were to circle around it to closer to the front where Hugh was engulfed, would I be able to see any piece of him, like, at all? Even, like, the back of his flannel shirt?
No, Hugh is engulfed. You do not see any part of him. But if you would like to use your action to reach in and attempt a strength check.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's dark and moist in here, Lugas.
He says,
I mean, I could try and, like, mage hand it and then, like, roll, like, something with my charisma.
yeah. It would still be a D20 plus your spellcaster modifier acting as the strength to try and pull him out.
Yeah, that's better. That's because it's using my telekinetic hand. So I'm just trying to, like...
It will use your action to do so, though, yeah?
Yeah, it's an action to cast the mage hand and have it do a thing. Okay.
So we'll roll this as a contested. So
D20 plus
spellcasting.
Oh, damn it.
Unfortunately, the mage hand just sort of dives in and you just cannot find Hugh in time as he's just sort of being wrapped up like this, and you just can't find him in this amalgamation.
Okay.
You do have your heroic inspiration. Just call it out.
Sure, yeah, I'll I don't remember where I got it, but I'll have it.
You got it for just figuring stuff out, mate.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you gave everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I will re-roll it then.
D20 plus 4 then.
Come on, Lugas. 18.
18. That will beat its contested roll, and the mage hand will slip in. Hugh, you will feel this arcane, invisible nature just sort of just, and you will. I'm going to say that you come out around here. As you come out of this, mound just covered in black ichor. Anything else, Lugas?
I will use my healing light to heal Hugh through. Wait, I add spellcasting modifier to this.
That's you tell me, dude.
It says like the healing is a D6 plus 3, which is
at this point, I've given up learning your characters, so you just.
Oh yeah, well apparently I have as well.
Time to lie.
I will call you out on the lie, but.
No, it might just be a foundry thing because I know
right.
on the.
Or just.
I'm just going to heal him 3d6.
Okay.
And I will remove 3d6 on the thing. Oh, damn.
9 points healing for you, Hugh. Do you just want to apply that to yourself?
And I have.
Yeah, can do. I can do maths.
One thing of healing left. And I am not going to risk getting attacked again. I haven't hurt anyone, so Sanctuary's still up on me.
Yep. At the end of Lugas's turn, this creature here will.
It has legendary actions.
No. This is one of the wizards. He will throw out his staff, and he will hit it.
Damn. Oh, damn.
He will do 17 points. This one here will target, as I've been rolling for them secretly. Cool. Guy in mask. There's fucking guy in mask. All right.
I love Guy.
What I'm going to say, because I can't bother to move his token around because he's just an NPC, he's going to cast Cone of Cold to hit both of them. Right. I've just placed a measured token there because he will have moved in place.
Yeah. Hopefully not hit Edward.
Yeah, he will move to where he will not hit anyone. Con saving throw. They'll both fail. Sorry, I saw you a Cone of Cold. That was fun, cool.
Wow.
36 points of damage to both of them. Oh god, I got to do this manually now. That'll be their turn to help you. Lugas, this shambling man will attack you now with a slam attack.
And a wisdom save.
And a wisdom save, you are correct. Well, it's going to miss anyway, but I'll just roll it anyway.
Switch targets.
there we go.
60.
Yeah, so he succeeds. So he can attack you again. Oh, he has to switch targets, yeah?
He succeeded, so that attack would have gone through to me, but he missed anyway.
All right, but he will he will attack you anyway. So he'll roll with advantage because of reckless.
Did he reckless?
Yeah, reckless inside. Hugh, you will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Reduced to 6.
So 6.
Yep.
You just took 12 fully, though?
Yeah, it's not doing the things.
I don't get a rage token in the top corner as well.
Yeah, rage is messed up. Just give yourself 6 hit points back, but
Okie doke.
is now over to Edward, who will attempt his firebolt once again with a +4. Nat 20!
Oh, yeah!
He rolls 4d4 +4. 9.
Nice one, Eddie.
13 points of damage as this pathetic firebolt hits this shambling mound. Hugh, it's over to you.
Right. I will move. Yeah.
Get back to where you were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't get eaten again.
I will do a swing with Great Weapon Master.
Oh, -5 then.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's at advantage, but -5, yeah?
If you're doing it recklessly. Oh, no, you got flanking the one. Yeah, so it'll just be -5 to this roll. Which will
Excellent work.
miss, sadly. So that'll be a 12 to hit.
Yeah. And that is me.
That's the sadness with Great Weapon Master early on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is
That's
over
it.
to this undead. Hugh. He will flank you. I mean, I can't not, dude.
No, go for it.
For 16 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, it hits. That will be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Plus, add
So,
back.
Add yourself some back, so that'll be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. He will go ahead and attack you again.
sorry, it was 7, so it's 15.
So give yourself 8 back.
So
And then
8 back.
8 back, and
Oh,
his
nice.
second attack will miss. That is his turn. Julius, it is over to you.
Have we just become like a daisy chain of advantage?
You're on mute, Kate.
I was settling the baby. Okay. Oh, he's too far away. No.
So we get for running away.
I actually had a plan when I was running away, but I don't know if I can be asked. Let's just do that one. Okay. I'm gonna cast this little fella here. Hang on, tell him, please. Thank you. And cast a spell.
Go for it.
What? There we go. It's just going to hear in his little tentacle head.
So on the tentacle one, yeah?
Yes,
On the tentacle one.
on the one that's behind you.
So that's the undead one.
Oh, you bastard.
He'll pass, sadly.
What does it do? Does it do anything?
It still does
I
half
Does
damage.
damage, yeah,
Still does half damage.
feel- Okay, so let's do that.
Roll 3d6.
There's only cantrips that are like do nothing if they save.
Yeah.
Well, there are a couple of spells, but like
Rubbish
Finger
off.
of Death and Disintegrate isn't all enough.
Yeah. This is high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to move away.
I just
Annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. The doors were like where's the like pointer thingy? I can't find it.
The doors.
The
yeah.
doors like right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue moving towards the doors.
Okay, you can run out into the main hall if you. Well, no. Well, to be fair, the doors are closed.
I was gonna like open them and shout out, but
Sadly, it would be your action to open the doors.
That's fine. That's fine.
Running it
I'll
rules
just
as
wait
written
there.
if you want to do that. It is over to this guy. Gob, I will need from you a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw to hold on to where you are as this pulse is about to try and push you back. So your choice.
Right. Well, strength is +0, but I get advantage. Or my dex is +6. I'll roll flat.
Ooh.
But even if you succeed the dex, you'll still get shot off, but you won't fall prone.
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. With dex, you will still get pushed back, but you won't fall prone. Strength, you can try to attempt to stay where you are.
In that case, I'll roll strength with advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
Fuck.
5. Yeah. So what you will do is you will be pushed. Oh, one more, and you will be knocked prone.
Fine.
Sure, hit away. But that'll be his turn. Flopsy, over to you.
Still staring at Mistman. What are you?
A friend.
That's good enough for now. And then, yeah, she's just going to rush past him. Cunning action dash. Vault over a couple of things.
Yeah, roguey like.
Gonna. If I stand there, can I see the chains?
Yeah.
Can I shoot one of the chains?
Yep, you see bonds on his legs, bonds on his hands, and this arcane belt that appears to be semi-damaged.
Okay. I'm not gonna aim for the belt because I'm most likely gonna shoot him if I miss. So I'm gonna aim for the chains until I can get closer. So, do you want me to just target him?
Yeah, just target him and roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
That one.
That's gonna miss.
you rolled so good before the combat. As
So
soon as the
what
combat
I'll say is this arrow, you loose it and you try not to hit him, this small little boy, but the arrow does just dig directly into its chest, and he just this figure just looks up and he just goes, "You can't kill me," as it just sticks in, and he just takes no pain at all.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking trying to, you weirdo. And then I'm just...
To be fair, his neck has broken all the way around, so I'm not sure an arrow to the chest is going to do much.
Yeah.
and that's all I can do. So,
Oh, sorry, Gob. Over to you, mate.
Run back up into the town. Parkour!
Parkour. Just go up there at this point, mate. It's getting late.
Okie dokie. That's fine. So in which case, I will bonus action use the Eldritch Claw tattoo. It glows a bright golden color across his arm, and I will attack twice. On the belt. 16.
That'll hit.
And 11.
11 will miss.
Okay. So 8 points damage, and then it will be
Dick tattoo.
another, and then another 1d6 of force damage. Come on, force damage. Another 1 point of damage on top of that.
So the force
9
damage
total.
will do a little bit more to this as you're trying to break an implement. So it will do
Thought it might.
2 points damage. It's looking very much worse for wear now. This is the main source of the bond.
Okay, and then it will just look him in the face and go, "You've got an arrow in your chest."
And his head will just click and turn to you and just, fuck you!
No, fuck you.
His mouth just goes and just cracks open. His jaw just wrenches down, and you can just see this hollow blackness try and escape from his mouth. Lugas, over to you.
Okay. How's the state of Tentacle Face?
He's looking pretty hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna remind myself how big Shatter is. Oh, 10-foot radius, so that's much bigger than I thought.
It's bigger, yeah.
I mean, Hugh can take it, can't he?
I don't know. He can't resist Shatter. It's force, isn't it?
No, it's thunder.
Oh, well, even worse.
Should I? I'm gonna try and just get away from this thing. Sorry, Hugh. You'll be losing your advantage. I'm gonna. Have I seen what they're trying to do to?
There's been shouting over heads.
Yeah.
It's pretty apparent.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, I'm gonna sort of attempt to get out of the reach of this horrible thing and get a bit closer so I can get a proper view on what we're stabbing, like there. But I'll put myself there for attack of opportunity purposes.
Fair. So you will still roll with disadvantage because you are still being distracted. You are still base to base. If you're making a ranged spell attack.
No. I've moved. I'm going to be moving more. I'm just moving myself there for attack of opportunity purposes.
I see. Sorry, I thought you meant I'm going to stay here.
No, I'm not going to stay here. I don't want to be here.
May bad.
That will hit.
Yes. That will be 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and move.
Neat. Okay. Move about. I don't know. 5, 10. I can move like there because I've only got like 25. I can move one more. I'll go there. And I will Eldritch Blast the belt.
The belt. Okay, go for it. Roll to hit.
Okay. For some reason my Eldritch Blast on my Argon thing won't work, so I can do it from my sheet.
Yeah. The ironic thing is the Argon HUD, rubbish. I hate it.
Oh, damn it, I'm rolling shit!
Yeah, 11 will miss, sadly, bud.
Okay, well, I will bonus action healing light myself for my final one.
Okay. It is over to this ashen mound. Hugh, mate, it's fucking looking rough for old Hugh. Oh, sorry, that should be with advantage. Does a 15 hit you, Hugh? Oh, 16, sorry. Oh, it will. All right.
Yep.
7 points of damage, not 18.
So that'll be 9 points of damage. Let's take 9 points of damage, Hugh.
9.
Rolled his second attack with advantage. Which will be a nat 20. Which will be a critical hit.
There's only an extra one.
Yes, that'll be 10 points of damage. Does that send you down, Hugh?
That sends me just down, yeah.
Just down, your body will be engulfed as Hugh falls unconscious.
Oh no!
As he is engulfed in this ashen shambling mound. That's not looking good.
It's not great.
Edward Mordenkainen, who really is just a comical character that doesn't feel very comical in this moment, will hit with his 2d4 attack for
Eddie.
4 points of damage.
I thought it was +4, so wouldn't it be?
Yeah, 4.
6?
Yeah, +6. Yeah, you are right. That'll be him. Hugh, roll me a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
While unconscious.
You can still roll con saves.
Yeah, still con saves. It's just dex saves and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Also failed dex and strength and stuff.
Come on. Oh.
Okay, so that's cool.
Hang on.
Right, now roll a death save for me, please. Okay, double success. So you've got 1 success. But that will be the end of your turn, Hugh, sadly. It is over to this undead shambling mound who really wanted to attack you so hard, but he can't.
Yeah.
He will come
What the fuck are that cone of cold edge you dick?
No.
You really shouldn't, because it's
13
going to
to hit.
miss.
Oh.
Miss.
19 to hit.
Ouch, my body! 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage to you.
Correct.
Julius, over to you. Hugh is engulfed in this creature.
And unconscious in there.
And unconscious.
Kate, you muted.
Muted, Kate. You muted.
Sorry, I keep having to go away and then come back. What has happened?
You need to deal massive amounts of damage to that tentacle thing.
Doesn't have a
So
lot
I
of
don't
damage.
think it's massive amounts. It's just got to be a little bit.
Which
have
is the
Hugh
one that
ejected.
Hugh was
This one here, tentacle boy.
near death,
He is looking
Oh.
hurt.
so far away, and I've got no bloody spell slots. What can I do?
Improvise weapon. Throw something at him.
You have throwing
I
Throw a
weapons.
dagger.
I have thrown weapons. What's that on this? Oh,
You
it's
have
not
a second
very-
level spell slot available.
I know. I don't think I can do anything that's going to hit from that distance.
Do you want me to give you a hint, Kate, or would you prefer to do it yourself?
It is 60 feet, fine. All right, okay, so let's do it. I was about to try and slam the doors open and shout for help, but seeing the fact that my buddy Hugh is getting eaten, I will breathe out a massive line of fire, hit just this one.
Okay,
So let me go
you
ahead and do that.
could, as just an option, I think Ember Belly would be sick as fuck. You could also Misty Step, just saying. But it's completely up to you what you do.
Let's Ember Belly, because then I might still be able to call for help in my next action. How does this work? Is it going to give me a template?
Whoa.
New one? Oh no, it doesn't.
Right, that is going to be a 30-foot long line, so I'm assuming you're moving 30 feet up.
So it's
30.
range 60. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'll move. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I'll move 30 feet. Come on, man. There we go, and then let's place the measure template.
Don't worry about the measure template, just, don't worry about it.
Oh.
Alright.
There you go.
It's not dexterous
Please
at all.
fail.
What's the DC?
The DC is 16.
Alright, roll your damage.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
8 points of fire damage,
Oh, what?
which he unfortunately is immune to.
But
I'm not making this up.
You horrible.
Oh man, there's not much I can do about that. That's
Sorry.
me.
That was my DM
This
going, Misty Step? I didn't want to give too much away, I'm sorry. The dice tell our story.
No, it's cool, it's cool.
Anything else, Julius?
No, that's me.
Okie doke. It is over to the apprentice wizard, who will attempt to push Flopsy and Gob back once again. Dexterity saving throw, please, or strength save from you, Gob. You could attempt a strength.
15.
You can attempt a strength as well, Flopsy, if you want, but I assume not. 14.
Probably not. No, it's -1.
You'll be pushed back 15 feet. You'll be pushed back
That's fine.
15 feet.
That's actually okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Flopsy, over to you.
Right.
15 feet range.
I'm going to. Can I attempt to just jump behind this table, hide behind it, and then pop out and shoot?
No, unfortunately not. There are 2 large shambling mounds in your vicinity, and you've
Stop
attacked
looking at me, though.
a divine being.
Right. Okay,
Sorry.
fine. Right, I'll just go for it. Right.
Who are you hitting?
16
The
to
Ashen
hit.
Man. Yeah, that will hit.
The one with
Yep.
Hugh in it.
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, I will not get sneak attack because no one is in it. Well, is Hugh technically in his vicinity?
He's unconscious. The creature has to
unconscious.
be conscious.
Okay, 6 damage.
6 points of damage. If you're expecting me to say he spits them out, he does not just yet. Anything else?
That's literally all I can do. Without sneak attack, I'm useless. So yeah.
It is sad.
Okay.
Anything
I'm
else?
just trying to think, is there anywhere that I can go that I can just hide behind? But there's nothing.
Oh, a ping appeared.
Ping.
Oh, yeah, but that's an open staircase.
But you'd be taking cover from the divine being and far away enough from the shambling mounds.
I guess. I'll cutting action dash. Okay. I'll just
Okay.
run there.
Happy with that?
Yeah. All I can do.
Gob, over to you.
Alright, fuck this shit. In a second.
Oh.
He's going to reach into a pouch. No, he's going to reach into his trousers. And he pulls out this baggie of rinstone. He's going to just rip it open and just stick his fucking nose in it and just sniff the whole fucking lot.
And as you just go, snort this massive girt line off of your thumb to your hands, the whole room just starts to shake in your mind, and everything is just sped up so very fast, and you can just feel your blood vessels just go boom, 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 boom. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Then he
And I'm
explodes.
going to run up to here.
And you get there
I'm
very,
gonna-
very fast.
Good. And I'm going to fucking... Was that a bonus action?
That was a free action.
That was a free
That was
action.
a free action.
Fucking outstanding. Bonus action, Crimson Rite of the Storm. You
Shit,
see
I
he
should've
kind
said
of
bonus
like
action.
tears into his chest, and his claws begin to sparkle with the lightning energy. I need to take 3 points of damage, which is fine. And then I will make 2 attacks on this fucking belt.
Yeah, there'll be plus 2 onto your normal hit. So which you
16.
fucking need. 16 is the DC.
Which I needed.
Yeah.
16. Okay, that's the first one. I'll do the second one now as well, just in case. Make it easier later
So
on.
yeah, plus 2
Fuck
to
me.
your attack rolls. That'll be 18. That'll hit.
18. Okay, so 2 lots of damage. Coming off of that. So it'll be 8
That'll
plus.
be 10.
Okay, 10 plus. Oh, fucking hell.
9.
9, so 19.
19.
Then 2 lots of Crimson Rite.
So what I'm going to
and
say,
2 lots
first of all,
Eldritch Tattoo.
just roll 1d6 for me, first of all.
Okay. Yeah.
2 points, force damage. The belt just goes and shatters, but he is still bonded by these cuffs on his legs and on his wrists, but they don't appear to be too powerful. Your second attack goes and hits the wrist bonds and breaks them completely. So he is now just bonded by his legs, essentially.
Okay.
All right. That's why. Just roll your other d6 for me, quick.
So then it would be 3 more d6.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll break. So he is just bound on his legs. That is the only thing binding him.
Okie dokie. That's me done.
Lugas, it is over to you.
Would I get the feeling if I were to shatter over both the horrible things, would he who is enveloped by this thing also suffer the ill effects?
I'm going to say because of their large nature, their monstrosity, no.
He would. Okay, well,
I
that is
probably ruled that they should, but for this instance, no.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to focus. I can only fit one properly, so I'll go with just that one because I can't fit it over. Unless
Just-
you're saying like
you-
that
just
count.
needs to
Unless you
touch.
say like
Yeah.
that.
Out, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that? Oh, okay.
That's
well, yeah.
totally legit use of shatter. Yeah.
Okay. Damage.
Hang on, let me con
Oh.
save.
Okay.
So the first one will fail, I assume. The bottom one will succeed, but the top one will take full damage. So here, what was your damage?
It was 9 points of damage.
9 points of thunder damage, yeah?
Yes. Bang! Loud noises.
Stoke. He's not immune to
The creature's-
thunder.
The creature is made of inorganic material. Has disadvantage on this saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again for this one down here then.
Is it inorganic?
Is zombies? Are zombies inorganic?
I mean, he's based of organic material. He succeeds and takes some damage, but it's really the one that didn't save that took the fucking brunt of the hit anyway. So you're right.
Yeah.
Okie doke, anything else, Lugas?
I mean, this. I'm gonna bonus action telekinetic shove this guy away from me.
Okie doke.
He needs to make a strength save.
Always good at that.
Well, it's the only thing I've got left.
12?
I think that fails actually.
I might fail. Yeah, your DC's probably higher than that. How far can you shove him away?
Only like 5 feet, but it'll be away.
Yeah, have your
And I'm
movement
gonna
left?
move- Yeah, all my sort of 25 feet. I'll get sort of on that table there. Yeah,
Go for it.
squirrel snap.
It is
Oh.
this shambling mound's go, who will move with Darren in his belly. Gonna try and how far did he just move then? Was I being a
Pretty
cheat? Was I being a cheating bastard there?
You were.
I was being a cheating bastard there, wasn't I? All right, he will action dash to there then, but he can't make any swings. Edward's go. Come on, Edward.
Eddie, burn him, Eddie.
When Eddie.
Burn this cunt. Please.
That's going to hit because it'll be 16 plus 4.
Come on, Eddie.
2d4 plus 4. Oh,
Ooh,
that's good. 11 points of damage.
Get damage.
What?
Hugh, Constitution saving throw first for me, please.
Right, we go.
Yeah, that'll
Nice, Hugh.
That'll succeed. Death save for me,
Oh,
please, Hugh.
Come on. Come out.
Yes,
Oh.
Hugh.
That's a success. Apologies, though, Hugh. You will lose your turn there. But
Yep.
Yeah, this one will come for Gob. So action dash as it just goes over this table. Julius, over to you. This thing is like just broken, like it is just dripping.
Sorry, I'm just checking something. Okay. I'm going to try and stab it.
Yeah.
It's right
Yeah.
with me, yeah? Cool. Oh, don't miss, Julius. Come on.
Don't miss.
Don't miss. Great. Okay. Good. I'm going to try again with my dagger.
You have heroic inspiration. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
up to you.
I'll use the heroic.
Okay.
Let's just re-roll it. Oh no, wait, not dagger. Not dagger. Let's try short sword. Come on.
Come on up.
Our team will miss. Sadly.
Oh god, what a waste. Okay. What a waste. Right, I've got 2 weapon fighting, so
Yeah.
let's try and please try and slash him with my offhand.
Oh yes.
Right,
Come
better.
on. Roll your damage.
I do some useful damage.
What? It's D4, isn't it, on a dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can add a flourish to it, don't worry.
Oh, you can add a flourish. Add a flourish. I don't even
will.
know if you are allowed to add a flourish to that. Are you sure?
Also, I've got Savage Attacker, right?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you can yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
try and roll again see if I get higher.
Just roll a D4 on its own.
Yeah.
That's better.
Okay, that's better. So I'll take the 3, and I'm going to use a flourish as well to add a D6,
Okay, yeah.
and I'll make it the
Wow,
defensive
good.
flourish to boost my AC by 6.
Okay, describe to us how you kill this shambling mound.
Oh man, it's going to shamble up to me. Let me take off a foundry a second. It will shamble on up to me, and I just want to grab. Well, obviously I missed the first time, and I just want to grab my dagger with maybe both of my hands, and I want to just like cut you out of it if possible.
Yeah, and in this shambling mound, it will just go and just turn into black ichor across the floor as Hugh is now drenched and unconscious, laying in sort of this crushed fetal position in front of you. Okey-doke. I'm not even going to bother doing that because it doesn't fucking matter anyway. Flopsy, over to you.
Right. Can I hide here behind the counter?
Cunning action
Excellent.
hide for a stealth check. There we go. Perfect.
26. Okay, and then I'm going to pop out and I'm going to shoot this guy.
Nice.
That's going to hit.
2 19s. Right, okay. Seek that. Oh, nice. Alright, okay, so that's 18 damage.
That certainly is.
And then I'm gonna back and stay there, hopefully behind some cover.
Okey-doke. Gob, over to you.
I'm gonna fucking hit this chain.
Just hit, dude. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't
Fine.
roll your damage if you want to, pretty much irregardless, but
I mean, it would be a shite load of damage.
a shite load of damage. Yeah,
Yeah, because then it's another 8.
I was gonna say, yeah. Come on, look, I'll allow you. I'll allow you that. So,
Okay, wait a minute.
describe how these you destroy these bonds off of them.
He kind of just like he's really angry. It's almost like he's in a rage, and he just like sticks his claws like in between the gaps of the chains and just rips them apart.
Okay, and as you do, this creature, its head will now just turn the right way back, and he will slump down Alex as he falls unconscious in front of you, and this mound, who was nearly dead, will disappear. We are in loose initiative, as Hugh is currently still unconscious. Anything else, Gob?
Yeah. I'll just stand there and just be like shaking the kid and try and wake him up. Wake up! Wake up!
Fantastic. Lugas, over to you. Do you have any healing left?
I literally don't.
Do you not?
No, I use both spell slots and I don't have any healing left.
Oh, well then, in which case I will change my thing. Can I retcon?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I can't even really get that far. I'll start rushing towards you.
Okay.
I'll push you.
Let me go to where you want to be.
I will run. Well, I can only move 30 feet to start with.
Yeah, because you don't have an action.
In this round.
Yeah.
Just don't have an action.
All right, Lugas.
Oh. I mean, I guess I'll take.
I mean, he's got to make some more rolls, but
yeah, he's on 2 successes.
I've got leg rolls.
I'll take over. I'll take over the job Gob left, and I'll climb up to where the kid is. And I'm just going to check his current physical state.
Yeah, you look down and it is just now an unconscious child. Just almost knocked out rather than injured.
Okay.
Unconscious in that way, so stable.
Is there any, like, arcane symbols, like, on the floor?
No, not that you can see.
Okay. Because I'm sniffing foul play.
We'll get into that next time. Anything else, Lugas?
Yeah. I mean, no, I ain't got. No, I mean, unless I can, like, I'll telekinetically shove Gob 5 more feet.
I assume you'll elect to fail that saving throw, Gob.
Yeah.
Bang him 5 more feet there as you feel the shove in your back. It is over to Hugh. Roll a death save for me, please.
Oh, that's 3 hits.
That is 3 successes, and you are now stable. And that is where we will end our session. Unless there's anything that you'd like. So, yeah, come on, hold on a second. So, Hugh, as you feel your body become stable, is there any thoughts in your mind? As you are still currently unconscious, but...
Well, not as I'm unconscious, but as I come around, I'll clock eyes on Julius and I'll panic, take him and say, Julius, are you okay?
Oh, come on. Right,
are you injured,
fella,
Julius?
Come on, I'll grab him by the elbow like this and try and like pull him up.
Yeah, I'm falling over.
Awesome. And that's where we'll end our session on a extraordinarily difficult fight. I didn't expect it to be that difficult. I hope you all had fun. As always, give us a wave to Vicky's mum. Bye.
Bye, Vicky's mum.
Bye,
Vicky's mum.